Roll.
Yeah. Say it.
Can't.
Roll.
Yeah.
Right. It's terrible.
It's just a fucking
Imagine
weird.
It's one of
being-
those words, man.
Everybody, you don't know it's fucking weird until you have to actually sit down and say it a few
Imagine
times.
not being an English speaker and showing that word to you, and you got to figure out how to say it.
They would be like rural.
Say it 5 times fast.
Rural.
That's not real.
It's not real. Look at that. Rural.
Reading it makes it. Reading it just solidifies your statement. I'm reading it. I'm like,
What is that?
Alabama.
Yeah, same
You
as
see your
the
topless too. Oh, that's so weird.
That's
I went
what.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
So, God, really exposing myself.
No, it's fine. When I even wrote down the whole 9 yards, that's the first thing I thought.
Why did I look at
It's all
Tara?
good.
I told Tara, dude, not you. I'm like, yeah, she's topless.
Thank you.
One of the bros.
Thank you.
Do you think if you had like a big sword and you knew how to use it, you think you can take a tiger?
Oh.
I don't know, man. Cats are just.
They're like a 1,000-pound
we are a
cat.
bag of meat. Like, all
We
it
are.
takes is one swipe from a tiger, and I just feel like it's
Yeah, you're game
critically
over.
injured.
Yeah.
Like,
critically.
HP low fast.
They know what.
You're probably
going to
go down. You're probably gonna go down.
Oh, yeah.
You could do the Fable, like, stab as you get
Have
mauled.
you guys
like,
heard I can't remember which comedian it is. It might be that Nathan whatever guy.
Katie,
but
1 for 1.
he has a whole.
Hey, I'm okay with that. I'll go out.
Solid.
Sorry.
I think
Hungry.
if you can land one heavy swing
At the right spot.
I think you could do it.
All right, number 9.
Damn, that was from Gladiator.
Yeah, look at
Wow.
us.
Not even the red.
Not
Not
even
even,
the
the,
right-
not even the right
gladiator.
one. Yeah, not even the right one.
Number 9.
We'd all be drunk already. We would all be drunk already.
I totally forgot I wasn't even the right Gladiator.
But it's the right gladiator because that's the
Don't
only
It
one
is
that
the right
Blah, blah, blah.
Gladiator.
Don't waste
Thinking
your
back, I'm
bubble.
so happy I said Russell Crowe.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. We also try to keep in our laughter while people
Who does?
Why would we keep
try
in
and
our
be,
laugh?
be serious
I'm
Let
an
it
idiot.
flow.
for a second.
When you started, I was like, My Cousin Vincent. That's what I said in my head. Like, right when you started, I was like, you're so stupid.
I saw you just start like
Yeah.
try to hold in your laughter. I was like, nothing's happened yet.
And that's what happens here.
We should all wear cheap suits.
Oh,
That would have been great.
Cheap suits.
we should all went to the thrift store and bought
man.
Cheap suits.
the worst suit ever. His had the coattails or whatever, like it was like a magician's or whatever.
It's like an
one.
old school
What's
prom.
the movie again? What's the movie again? Steve? Did we get to it?
My Cousin Vincent.
Yeah. So now I wanted to say that first before I ask one of my stupid questions.
Oh God!
But who's the best lawyer in the room right now?
Like who could become
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lawyer right
Oh,
away?
man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I can bullshit some stuff, but that was good.
I think we're all in a good league of we could probably just get in and we don't need to go to law school. Just right in
Oh,
the
just
courtroom.
instantaneously?
Yeah.
Dude, they'd lock my ass up. I'd be defending someone and they would lock me up.
Like, what's this guy?
Well,
He's
this
in
happened
contempt.
multiple times in this movie.
Yeah. It's
He gets
definitely
locked up.
I think it might be Tara. It might be Tara.
Depending on what your
She'll argue something completely into the dirt. I just feel it in my
Just in the dirt.
I could also,
Okay,
I could
you
also
win.
probably start an argument over anything, like even if I didn't agree with it, if I really wanted to.
True, but what I'm saying is that doesn't necessarily make you a good lawyer because you have to win the argument.
I
While
would
proving sources
Beat
and
them down
Excuse
with
me,
my words.
unga bunga.
So right now,
They would be like
the
done.
two contestants for the best lawyer in the room are arguing
Yeah.
who's
who could be the
arguing
best
into
lawyer.
the
Yeah,
dirt.
all right, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, the movie we're covering this week, My Cousin Vinny, picked by Tara, but also the band's back together again, finally.
Ta-ra.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. We got Josh, Wally, Tara, Steve.
Ta-ra.
We're here. We're going to, me,
Stove.
I'm here. Say something, Wally, about this movie.
Dude, it's great.
Okay.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's great.
That relationship is the best. The between Vinny and Aunt May.
Hey, man, you went there.
It's
Still
the
can't
best.
believe that.
The deer, the owl part, the steam whistle,
Yeah.
all that shit's
Oh,
fucking
the
amazing.
sink is one like just the faucet.
the
Like,
faucet, the grits.
The grits.
the grits, it's all perfect.
I like the part where they're, right after they wake up and, his suit's all full of mud or whatever, they
Yeah.
go into town and they're yelling at each other like what to do. And she's like, I'll fucking do this and you fucking do that and we'll be fucking back. I'm like, that's what I want.
I'm pretty sure that's
The whole store's closed because the flu.
Right.
Carrick and I speak to each other like these two speak to each other. In the
It's
movie.
perfect.
Like
That's
it's because
what you want.
you're basically just like. I mean, I fucking chose you. Okay, calm the fuck down. This is like just deal with what's happening.
Right.
Like this is
You're the one.
it.
You're the one.
The chosen one.
The plot of Vincent, My Cousin
My
Vincent.
cousin Vincent.
Two New Yorkers accused of murder in rural Alabama.
My
while
uncle's son, Vincent.
Talk about a shitty word, by the way.
rural.
Yeah.
Rural.
hard for you
Fucked
to
up
say?
word.
Rural.
Yeah. Say it.
Can't.
Rural.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's just a fucking
Imagine
It's
weird
one of
being-
those words, man.
Everybody, you don't know it's fucking weird until you have to actually sit down and say it a few
Imagine
times.
not being an English speaker and showing that word to you, and you
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
figure out how to say it.
They would be like rural.
Say it 5
Rural.
times fast.
Rural.
That's
Rural.
not real.
Rural.
It's not real. Look at that. Rural.
Reading it makes it. Reading it just solidifies your statement. I'm reading it. I'm like,
What is that?
Alabama.
Anyways, let me try that again.
That's got to be one of the clips you use. That's just all going.
That's a fucking weird word, man.
If you leave out the beginning of that, people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You gotta start
one
up
guy,
a lawnmower. Anyways,
There's 2 ways to start up a lawnmower. 2 New Yorkers accused of murder in rural Alabama while on their way back to college call in help of one of their cousins, a loudmouth lawyer with no trial experience.
great premise.
New York.
Kinda
Classic,
is, yeah.
great
I was gonna say,
premise.
the only way I could make it better is that he's from New York. Like, squeeze that in there somewhere. Their
Well,
New
also
York
from-
cousin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like
That's-
how they're just like asking him like, how long have you practiced law before? He's like, 6 weeks.
It's perfect.
You
Never
graduated
went to
6
years
years ago, 10 years ago,
trial.
whatever it is.
Or you went to
Yeah,
you went
well,
to school, or we went to the
You graduated, 6 years ago, or whatever it
You
was.
passed it
and
your
he was
second
like,
time,
"Well,
right?
No.
No.
Third
Nope.
time? Nope. Well, 6 times a charm for me. And what better person to be this than Joe Pesci? I mean,
Yeah, it's perfect.
So good.
I thought he could have went a little more off the rails like he kind of does in like Lethal Weapon and stuff like that, or even Home Alone. But
I mean, like his verbose off the rails.
yeah,
works.
like
He's
it's just craziness.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
It worked,
it
though.
works. Yeah, it works because you could tell he's not crazy,
yeah,
but he's still
on edge."
on edge. Yeah. Well, also he hasn't slept in 5 days.
What's
Yeah.
that line?
I do want to say
You
this.
said that never happens at 5 o'clock. No, usually it's 10 after 4.
He wasn't wrong. So
Didn't
the only thing that kind of bugs me, and I know this is a little older in rural Alabama, but doesn't it kind of just seem like all this happens way too fast? Like they get
They don't have
locked
anything- What
up.
else are they gonna do?
Yeah, that's why they have nothing else in town.
I
He even
guess.
says when he's asking him about like his experience and he's like making shit up. He even says he's like, "Well, we don't really have murderers and stuff
Yeah.
around here."
I think the movies from this era let you fill in the gaps too.
And that's what I was kind of getting at. Is I'm
Yeah.
okay with like, okay, they got locked up on a Wednesday, and he's wherever he came from the next day. It seemed like he was just in town, but obviously he drove from New York, which
Yeah.
that's a long drive. So then they get locked up, and then they're in jail right away. Like that's not what would happen.
There's also no backstory for either of the they're in town. So after they get pulled over, right?
Well, I mean,
kids
the
get pulled over, then
backstory
Vinny-
is if you look at the way the camera
Yeah.
shoots it, in their back seat is all their college shit. You don't need to talk about anything. That's it right there. There's
well,
their
no,
backstory.
like Vinny.
Oh,
When
okay.
they just show up. Usually, they're the main characters. You'd see a little bit more. They just show right up. That's a staple for a lot of those movies. Back
No,
then.
all
give
they
you that.
kind of do
Like,
is
hey,
No,
what's
like
you just have to accept
they
it.
just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
fill in
I don't
stuff
even know anymore.
in conversations a little bit, like when
100%.
they're asking him about, you
Yeah.
know, like what have you been doing? Like this is when you graduated, or like
Studying.
in like one of her like rants that she goes on when she's talking about how long they've been together and all that. Like that's the only things that really fill in
Right.
like the gaps of where they've been before this.
Well, and then also you get the shot of them rolling into town and all those, city folk looking at them like, what the fuck is this kind of
Yeah.
thing? That
Sometimes you
kind
just
of
get mud in your tire.
The
Yeah.
rural people.
mud in the tires? Like, how would that even happen?
In the tires. She never heard of that.
Never. You
He's
heard
like,
of that?
okay.
Cool. Welcome to
Well,
Alabama.
I want to say something about the writing of this movie because right off the bat, it does write Marissa Tomei as being this smart mechanic type person that he's looking to her immediately in that scene.
Right.
Like, hey, have you heard of that? And then it
Even though
sets
they
the
don't
stage.
say it, like they
Right.
don't, because anybody watching that's ever seen it, you'd be like, what?
Yeah, that is weird. I've seen it
Why
so many
would you?
times.
Like,
I couldn't
why would
imagine
she know
not
that?
knowing it
Right.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it and be like, wow, I'm just
Mhm.
accepting this.
Good
like
setup.
Right.
Oh.
And then also, if you want to look back at them getting stuck in the mud and how everything's about being stuck in the mud, and if you look at the scene in which they're outside when it rains and he's trying to sleep, what happens in the morning? He tries to get out, and only one tire of that car is spinning. Ooh, right? So then you
Like when she's on the stand, she's like, anyone who's ever been stuck in the mud knows that means one tire spins
Right.
and the other does not.
exactly in the Alabama mud.
She had to slow that down because
Foreshadowing
explaining
from all-
posi track is not easy to most people.
Especially rural Alabamians. Is that a thing? Alabamians?
Alabama.
Alabama's.
All I know is roll tide.
Alabama's. I like that better, actually.
I'll say this: I have been to Alabama, and it looks just like that.
I've never been.
Some places I've been through Alabama. The places I went through, beautiful.
But few and far between. There's like some nice places, but then it's all
Possibly.
just
Podunk.
desolate.
Well, a lot of rural places are beautiful, like because they're
Touche.
not
Rural.
overbuilt and stuff. You know, you've
Yeah.
got.
So
You've
yeah,
got
if
the
you go to
views.
like the Luray Caverns and stuff like that, and you're going through all the mountains and stuff
Oh,
there,
super
there's
rural.
there's a lot of stuff just like that, where you
Luray.
got the general stores and stuff that have all the hubcaps still on them, like this had, and all those stores on the side of
love
the
that
road
shit.
that you can get your peaches and your apples and
Your
the baskets
peaches.
still or whatever, $5 for 5 or whatever it is.
I've never heard of these brands. I'm marketing a brand that I've never heard of.
We grow them out back. Oh, that's why. Where to watch this? If you have a subscription to Peacock,
The cock.
thank you. You can watch it on there. Also, you can get it on Amazon Prime, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, FX Now, Sling TV, and Fubo TV.
It's on Hulu.
Yes, that's what I was about to say too.
I watched it on Hulu.
Wow, it didn't come up when I typed it
I watched
into
it
the
on Hulu,
Google
too.
search. Well, I watched it
I
on
now
the
have
cock.
Hulu paired with my Disney.
That's nice, isn't it?
Disney. Yes.
Disney's
Beautiful.
balls. What? Sorry.
I feel like it's the worst thing
These
to
nuts.
pair that with.
I don't care. It happened. This is written by
Disney's ball.
Dale Launer. He hasn't written anything
Old
much
Dale.
of note. Directed by Jonathan Lynn. The only other thing he's done is the whole 9 yards that is of note.
But not the 10 yards.
No, he did
Just
not.
the
I
9.
looked. I was like, okay, I guess
Switch
he
them
just
out.
Just
yeah
the 9. Yeah.
wasn't
So the
good enough.
second one,
We
they
need
were
somebody
like,
better, or he wanted more
Or
money,
he didn't want to.
or he's like, I'm
He's
done.
like, I'm one and done.
I
I'm
really
not doing
thought
that shit
really
again.
thought that was gonna flop.
That story was good.
Whoops.
He said that story was good one time. We don't need to do it again.
That's the Bruce Willis movie, right?
And
Yeah,
Matthew
yeah.
Perry,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
It's a dentist.
Oh yeah. Oh god, it's been a long time since I've
And
seen
he's
that.
like a criminal.
The first one is like his
He was a
ex-wife.
hitman,
She's
right?
like French and she's like cheating on him and hates him and
Yeah.
spends his money.
yeah.
Yeah. So then, and I think Amanda Pete's in
I'm
that
just-
too.
Yeah.
I'm-
She's
I'm-
like,
That's a
It's all
Canadian
coming
she
back.
man.
knows
Visualizing.
Bruce Willis, but Matthew Perry and her
Well, she's
kind
a
of
hitman.
like, and then Bruce Willis and his wife kind of.
Yeah.
It's like they swap.
Interesting.
Swingers.
It's a cute movie.
Mm.
That's a cute one.
It's cute.
It's cute.
I like Amanda Pete too.
Yeah, same
You
as
see her
Silverman,
topless too. Oh, that's so weird.
That's
I went
what.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
So, God, really exposing myself.
No, it's fine. When I even wrote down the whole 9 yards, that's the first thing I thought.
Why did I
So
look at
it's all
Tara?
good.
I told Tara, dude, not you. I'm like, yeah, she's topless.
Thank you.
One of the bros.
Thank
One of
you.
the bros.
That's why I did it to myself.
You didn't know. Now you know. It's all good. My Cousin Vincent is rated R for language.
What?
Who'd have guessed?
The Utes.
There's a lot of F's. The Utes.
Yeah, I was about to
The
say
what?
it's a big
The
F
what?
The what?
Utes.
Does it bother anyone else how long and weird that guy's hand is and he uses those two fingers?
Is that
Oh,
the
yeah.
Adams family guy?
Close.
No,
You're close.
Monsters. Okay, that's what it is.
Munsters.
Monsters.
That's what it is.
M.U.
I was like looking at him. I was like,
Munsters.
He's dead.
You're
Died
not
in
looking
93.
fellow.
not a
Yeah,
lot of
he is-
weird
he has
big ass
class.
dudes.
He has
You got a
class.
big head.
You got a bird mouth.
Oh.
Jesus. Let's
Since
not go
we're
there.
talking
yet.
about
Yeah,
Alabama's.
All right, you're right. You're right.
P-E-R-D-D-Y.
Purdy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is starring Joe Pesci as Vinny Gambini, Ralph Macchio as Bill Gambini, Marissa Tomei as Mona Lisa Vito. Goddamn, that's hard to say.
Dude, most of
Mitchell Whitfield is Stan Rothstein. I'm assuming
She said
that's
Steen.
Steen.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Steve.
Anybody else can do these. It's fine. Fred Gwynn as Judge Chamberlain Haler. Was that it?
I
How's
think
that?
so.
Haler?
I think it was Haler.
Lane Smith is Jim Trotter III. Austin Pendleton is John
That's
Gibbons.
the coach from Mighty Ducks.
Yes, it is.
And the bad coach.
The bad
From the
guy.
first one.
Yeah.
Where he's just like,
He ruins his whole career
yeah,
when he's 9 years old.
terrible. God, God, yeah.
So many
I
holes in
didn't
that
even
plot.
think
Sorry,
about
go
that.
ahead.
No, it's fine. Like, I'm seeing it now because he's got the haircut that's different, and he's got the Hawks fucking logo with the Oh, God damn it. We're gonna do Mighty Ducks here soon. It's coming. I'll let you pick it.
So many holes, though.
Yeah, I mean the triple deke is just handling the puck,
Hey, skate.
and they're offsides every time.
Well,
Well, I guess in Pee Wee hockey, would there have been offsides?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was sitting here really just like, really?
Am I gonna keep
Absolutely.
going? Am I just gonna let them
that
talk?
go.
I'll just let them talk.
Thank
A
you.
lot of holes.
A lot of holes.
Triple D.
Yeah.
We also got Bruce McGill as Sheriff
Handle
Dean
your puck.
Farley.
Fuck you.
Mari Chaikin is Sam Tipton. Pauline Myers is Constance Riley. Rayner, how do you say that, Josh?
Nope.
Sheeney,
Nope.
Sheeney as Ernie Crane.
At this
Shanae.
point, you've got to be listing people that really didn't matter to the movie. I mean, I feel like
Yes,
we
you're
said
correct.
well,
Shanae,
well
correct.
past the main people.
James Reborn is George Wilbur, and Chris Ellis is
One of these
JT.
guys are
Who
gonna be
is
watching
JT?
it, and it's
It's
gonna
like,
be
holy
right where
shit.
he stopped, and he'll be, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was in
Yeah.
this. Credit me, damn it! I got my SAG award
Or his credit
membership.
doesn't even get named. We didn't even like say his.
No, probably not. It's fine. It's fine. There, I will say this movie, while being long, who is it?
She must be chopping.
That's why
She's-
we'll come
she's
in first,
fucking-
and I was
She
like,
must be
who the-
chopping.
Getting at it
Chopping
right now."
something. While this movie is long and a lot happens, it's still like not a lot happens. You know what I mean? Like it's literally just them going to the convenience store, doing whatever, getting arrested, going to jail. Then he comes in and it's just like, all right, figure out this case. We're in the courtroom. Done.
I love
You
all
couldn't
of
make this movie
the
nowadays.
side,
No.
all the side stuff.
Yes.
That's
like
what all the best
like
stuff is.
the back and forth with the guy from the pool hall that won't pay him, and the having to change places
How
to
do I know that's
stay
just
and
not
all this.
a bunch of ones with a 20 wrapped around it?
It's $200. Okay, fan it out. Show it to me.
He walks with, God damn it.
I
That's
love that.
yeah.
Oh, a counter offer. That's what I'm a lawyer. We in the law business, we call a counter offer.
And when he had the grits the first time, and then he just puts all that lard, he's like,
And he's like, "Are
He's like,
you
cholesterol.
aware of the cholesterol problem?"
"What is a grit?"
I also like the menu when
Yeah,
they're just like,
breakfast,
what are we going to
lunch,
eat?
dinner.
And it's like,
And she
I'll
goes,
take one
"Breakfast?"
breakfast.
Do you know
Breakfast.
how awesome that is?
Yeah.
If you really sit, I really think
Let's
if
be
I
real.
went to a place and it was like
I couldn't
a
agree
diner
more.
and they said just those, I'm in.
No, I would have been upset.
that menu better be amazing. Like whatever they're bringing out to you,
That
that
breakfast better
lunch,
have
and dinner.
every
No.
breakfast item, because what if I don't
Being
want?
so picky?
I don't want grits.
And
No,
for that
I'm
price,
telling you what you
Simple.
want.
I
that
don't
You're
want.
breakfast
coming
price
to
was
the
like
restaurant.
$2.50.
Yeah.
You're like, yes.
But yeah, that
You're gonna
breakfast was
try-
$1.99.
Yeah.
What we offer.
Right. I do like how he goes to pick up the grits and he's like, just it's like two little things
It's like
of it.
it's like
Yeah.
falling off through the fork.
Are you gonna try it? I'm waiting for you.
But it's so,
You
but
try it.
every scene is so. That's what I like about this movie is every scene is so important to
It is
the accumulation
Yep.
of the trial. Like
in that
because he learns something.
throughout the
Yep.
as
At everything.
soon as he rolls in, he learns about the mud, right, and the
Yeah.
tires, and then he learns about the grits, and he learns about all this stuff, and it is very
waste
well
time.
building towards the trial and him
Yeah.
figuring it out. And good writing, you don't have that nowadays. We talk about this all the time with having people be on your phones, but the movie has to still make sense. So
Yeah.
it has to be dumb because chances are they're not paying attention.
Right.
So when you watch a movie that you have to be paying attention, most people are like, well, this sucks. And then they'll tell
Because
their
they
friends.
don't want to have to pay attention.
Right, and then nobody will go see these types of
use their
movies because
brain.
it's bad. It's a terrible movie. But you should have paid attention to the first part of the movie, and then nothing would not make sense. And
Yeah.
you're just
Speaking of boobs, we watched
Hey.
Poor Things last night.
all
Emma Stone movie.
she went from never showing them to we're just gonna make a porno.
Oh yeah, she's naked so many times in that movie.
Cool.
That movie is
Thanks. I
wild.
haven't seen it yet.
And like I knew
Right in that.
I knew what we were like
Things.
getting into because I
Yeah.
know the premise of the
How do you
book.
spell it? POU.
Yeah.
Bartenders.
Right.
But I know the premise of the book, so I knew it was gonna be gonna be
It's
wild.
like it's
but
a
Oh, the
reverse
movie was so
Frankenstein.
good they wrote a book about it.
Yeah, it's like a reverse Frankenstein where she's like Frankenstein's monster, but it's not like that. It's completely.
She's a hot monster.
Well, no, she's essentially a
hot
baby,
mom.
and she's a baby at the start. She's basically like a toddler, and so she has to learn, but she's learning at a rapid pace, and so by the
Does
end
she
of the
grow
movie, she's
rapidly?
like very smart. No,
We should watch. the movie.
Let's not. Don't.
She's
Poor
a
thing.
woman.
He was like really into
She's a
Sid
woman.
boobs, and now he's not anymore.
There's too much story here for
She's
me.
a
Too much
woman,
story.
but
I need-
she's mentally an infant at the start of the movie.
I get it. I know a lot of people like
So,
that.
Guilty.
but so she's learning and she's growing. But even like the middle part, the way that she talks as she's like learning stuff is amazing. Like the way that she,
The way, like, she's
is
like using
like-
her brain.
yeah,
Or
it's
how
just
she would
it's,
be.
My
she
brain.
was great, and everybody in the movie was great. Mark Ruffalo
The
was
movies
fucking.
when I'm sleeping. Sorry.
Mark Ruffalo was
My
awesome.
head movies.
She
He
won.
was amazing.
She won the
Multiple
Oscar
things.
for Best Actress, right, for that movie. So
Well, the best.
yeah,
The
best.
yeah, and
Well,
Mark Ruffalo was great. Everyone in the movie was good, but the movie is
Oh, I know what movie you're
fucking
talking about.
It's
wild.
out-
But the
it's
movie's
out-
wild.
Yeah, it's out there. Watch it. It's on
After
Hulu.
all that, you go, oh,
It
I know
is.
what
It's
movie
on
you're
Hulu.
talking.
Oh, I saw it. Oh,
It is.
yeah.
It's on Hulu.
It
It
is.
is on Hulu.
My cousin Vincent is runtime on that guy 119 minutes. Sorry, I'm just
Just about
trying
2
to roll.
hours. Yeah.
Just about. Credits start
It doesn't
rolling.
feel. You said it feels long. I don't think it feels that long.
I don't think it feels very long either. I'm the exact opposite. I think everything is very.
Yeah, because it's
scenes
constantly
are
snappy.
snappy.
Yeah, I'll give you that. The scenes are snappy, and it kind of runs like a Seinfeld episode, right? Where they're like doing something real quick, and then boom, it's off to something else, and off
Yeah,
to
yeah.
another thing.
Wow,
They
that's
don't wait around.
a good one.
That makes sense.
I've been
doesn't
watching
it?
a lot of Seinfeld lately.
Look at that. Yeah, maybe somebody else in this room should get on that train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No soup for you.
So she knows something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched like more than 10 episodes?
That's a lot of episodes to
Probably.
watch.
Not in a row.
No.
He
I'm
means
just
like in my
general-
life.
In your
I've
life,
seen
yeah.
probably.
Usually, when
yeah.
you like
Okay.
talk about a movie, you're like, "Have you at least seen the first 5 to 10 minutes?" He's like,
So
"Wait,
10
hold on. Have you
episodes-
watched at least 10 episodes?"
Well, 10
Hold on.
episodes out
Yeah,
of like
there's
what,
like
8 seasons?
300
or something
minutes.
it is?
In retrospect, that seems feasible.
That's probably the
It's
same
like-
amount
And these
of
are
percent.
half-hour shows. I mean, they're not.
Right.
You
Did
know.
you watch 10 episodes? It was only 10 episodes long. Yes,
I did. Yeah, I finished it. Yeah. Good for you.
Well, it's funny because now a lot of news shows, because they are usually like 45 minutes to an hour long
Yeah.
now an episode, a lot of the news shows that are coming out on streamings, the seasons are like 8 to 10 episodes. They're not long seasons.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that.
You like a longer episode, shorter season?
100%. If there's something that I really enjoy, especially if it's dramatic, yeah.
Right.
You know what
I
I
like a
also
good
like
format.
is, hey, instead of making this movie into like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie, we could tell a better
Episodic,
story
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
Show.
if it's an 8 episode arc. You know, like fucking
100%.
flesh it out. Like that's what they're doing with Harry Potter now.
The only
Yeah,
thing
the
I don't
Lord
like
of the
about
Rings
these
shit they
shows
did.
is-
They had to have done it like that. There's no way. They should have done the fucking the movies that they did previously like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, Return of the King
Yeah.
extended editions, what, like
4.5.
Yeah. Nobody got time for that.
We're watching a
I
show
mean-
that Carrot got me into, and it's a sci-fi show.
I'll watch it as episodic.
And
Yes.
it's I
What
think
is
there's
it?
only like 2 episodes left. Constellation.
Oh.
And it's an Apple TV show, and it's one of the ones where like the next episode is coming out on Wednesday. Like it's not like they just gave you the whole season.
I like that.
I don't like
I don't
that
like
I know.
because
I like it.
he got me into this freaking show, and now
You
I'm
do it at
in
my
it,
pace.
and I'm like, you didn't tell me
tell you when
that
we're watching.
like we didn't have the
You
whole
weren't
thing.
ready, yeah.
I was like, I didn't know that it wasn't just all out here.
But are
And
you-
What I'm
sorry.
going to be mad about is if we finally get the last 2 episodes and
Cliffhanger.
there's no solution.
Yeah, there
I'm going to
probably
be
won't be.
mad that I got into this.
And now you got to wait another.
That's the only
We
thing I
might
don't
make
like
it.
about shows.
Yeah, we might make it. Yeah.
I
Like,
think
don't
it's most of them.
don't watch Mindhunter then.
I love that show though.
Yeah.
That's such a good show. But
Hey,
yeah, we
guess
needed more
what?
of that. We needed more.
We're
of that.
gonna end it on a giant cliffhanger and
No,
then
it's
say,
good.
well, David Fincher's too busy to do this, and all the actors were just gonna let out of their
No, we
contracts,
needed
and
more
then
of
maybe we'll
that.
come back.
Dude, I've been watching Love on the
Santa
Spectrum.
Clarita
God,
Diet.
bringing that up.
Santa Clarita Diet too.
Same thing, yeah.
Same thing, and that was a good show. Everyone loved that show.
That ended on a giant cliffhanger.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Like
It would be if they knew they might be canceled. Like, give us, hey, this ended, but
Yeah.
maybe a little cliffhanger, not a like, Jesus Christ.
we
we're
just never get to see Joel
Yeah,
like that.
I don't think I've
Awesome.
I don't schoolgirl over certain things, but I've been doing
What
it
is
with
Schoolgirl?
Love
What
on
do
the
they
Spectrum.
do?
I'm not gonna get
Do
into
you mean
it.
fangirl?
Anyways,
same.
but I've been watching Love on the
But different.
Spectrum, and I'm
You're
Oh,
all
you
in.
talked about
all
this
in.
last week, too.
involved
Yeah.
with these, and
Good
they're
for
like
you.
they're going out on dates, and it shows one of the guy's dating life, and at the end he's like, the girl left him on hold, and I'm like, son of a bitch, and then he gets a text, it goes bling, you see his face light up, and they cut the fucking
Those
episode. I'm like,
motherfuckers.
son of a bitch.
Was it his mom? Like, who was it? Like,
I need to know. It probably was his mom.
I don't. It's so good.
yeah.
I can't stop watching it. It's so fucking good. Anyways,
Anyways, My Cousin Vincent was released on March 13th, 1992. I'm just going to keep going with it.
Yeah.
It
I'm
works so
like,
much better.
I'm happy I said it, but I kind of regret it.
No? Hey, you're in it now.
Yeah.
We were 4.
Learn. Yeah, we were very young when this movie came out.
Also, the anniversary of it was just last week.
Nice.
Look at that. Didn't even think of that. March 13th.
Actually,
and it's
when was
8th.
March 13th?
Well, so 6
last
days ago.
Wednesday.
Today's the 18th.
I was gonna say we almost like released the last
Smack.
episode on the.
I don't know what day it is. It's hard.
I'm just out here living, man.
Day by day.
Right.
Night by night.
I like it. Box office
By day.
that week. The top 10.
Oh damn!
92.
I feel like we got there fast. I
March.
feel like we didn't talk about the movie.
Keep it
Oh,
flying.
we've been talking about the
Keep
movie.
it flying. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Number 10. Gladiator.
Oh, that's a good
And it's not the Gladiator you're thinking
one.
of.
Not Russell Crowe.
No.
No.
This is a
Marcus
movie
Aurelius.
about Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it, and it's about boxers.
I know what you're talking about. know
I looked it
exactly-
up because I was like, what other Gladiator movie is there? There's only one. And it stars who?
Russell Crowe.
Thank you.
Oh shit! I was
Marcus
really
Aurelius.
hoping. I was like that at Cuba. I was like, I gotta finish
That
this
was a
shot
Cuba.
here.
Joaquin Phoenix.
And Joaquin Phoenix,
He's
yes.
just a babe.
He gives me the ick in that movie.
But
But he's supposed to.
I
I know.
wonder
the best
why.
villain
Yeah.
villain role.
Such a creep.
Super
Yeah.
good.
Such a. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh no. No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoop! You thought it was happening.
Yeah, at least have a little fun with it. Yeah.
Also, like, was everybody in the Roman Empire like great at seeing back then? Because there's no way those people in that arena
Could
would
see all the way down
They
there.
didn't.
yeah.
They didn't have screens.
They
So
didn't even clap.
well, they were roaring.
They had to
after
wait.
that.
They had to wait. For
Oh,
the
no,
people,
you're right. You're right. They had to fucking.
They had to wait for the people near him to start reacting to
Probably.
whatever his
Right. Oh, yeah.
did.
Imagine that would sound awesome to go all the way around that. Like everybody's just
The wave
each
of
section.
audio.
Yeah,
They should bring that shit back.
they should.
I wonder how
Oh my
hammered
God.
they used
Should
to
bring
get.
it
Because I
back.
just imagine how like, hammered people get at like football games. They're like, yeah, like,
And you know they're
Well,
drinking
and that shit was
shit.
strong
like
back
some
then,
wine,
yeah.
some
Dude, just-
mead.
Horse and chariot.
Oh,
Shit. How much
Amazing.
fun? How much
Yeah.
fun would that
let's
be?
do it.
Now I
Battle
want
of
to.
Death.
We should do a whole another thing. Then we have to go home, and his wife's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And he's like, me and the boys right there.
We're watching the Gladiator.
Yeah,
We're
we
at the
guess that Marcus
Coliseum.
won
We're
again.
just hanging at the Coliseum.
Yeah, dude. Oh, let's do a spinoff.
You lose because you're dead.
Right.
He just wakes
What-
up,
what-
he's back to shoveling shit. Oh, can't wait till next Saturday. Am I right, guys?
Where is Josh? Oh, he lost. He lost.
How
He
fucking
lost.
how badass is that though? Like imagine
Amazing.
you're that guy, modern time. And it's like, yeah, I got this thing every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
I got season
might-
tickets, guys. I'm working hard this year.
Right.
It's me and 12 other guys. I might see you later. I might not.
Yeah, I might be dead. It's either me or him. Yeah.
And then there were tigers.
Yeah, I'm not for that. I don't think I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
let's
gonna
make
be
sure
in
to
it,
say
yeah.
that. Yeah. I
How,
don't think
like,
I'd
how
fight-
strong are those collars?
Yeah,
Right.
those chains. I
Yeah.
mean, that one doesn't one
Yeah, break free.
break
Yeah, oh, yeah.
free?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
They're bigger than like lions and shit.
Well, the fact
By
that
a
the
lot.
first thing I remember thinking is they're holding it. I was like, what if he runs at you, bro?
Right.
turns
What are you
around.
gonna
Like,
keep
yeah.
pulling it? Like,
yeah, the people
exactly
who
the
have the
opposite.
chain.
Well, also,
That's what I would do. I'd be like, you're right here. Why would
Yeah.
I fucking run after these guys who have weapons?
I'd be
You guys are
second in
literally
line
just
for sure.
holding
Make
my
sure
chain.
there's someone in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
who's up there?
well, the thing that you don't realize, those were all slaves as well, so they're all
They're-
expendable.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Right.
They're
So go
disposable.
and
I
do
was
your
thinking that
thing.
was their
They're
job for
disposable.
Right.
half a shekel.
Just hey, if that tiger eats you, hey, just go with it.
Tiger duty.
Right. You're on it.
Do you think if you had like a big sword and you knew how to use it, you think you can take a tiger?
Oh,
I don't know, man. Cats are just
They're like a 1,000
we
pound
are a
cat.
bag of meat. Like
We
all it
are.
takes is one swipe from a tiger, and I just feel like it's
Yeah, your game
critically
over.
injured.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Critically,
HP low fast. Like,
Yeah, because you got to think
But
they know what.
you're probably
going
gonna
to
go down. You're probably gonna go down.
Oh, yeah.
you could do the fable like stab as you get
have
mauled.
you guys
like,
heard? I can't remember which comedian it is. It might be that Nathan whatever guy.
Katie
but
1 for 1.
he has a whole
Hey, I'm okay with that. I'll go out.
Solid.
Sorry.
he has a whole thing about tigers or about having
What
a tiger
do
as a
tigers
weapon.
dream of?
Because he was talking about a story that he read that this guy like had a tiger, and he was like, he said, I would much rather
I mean, Mike Tyson
get a
has
tiger than a gun. He's like, look, my gun might miss, my tiger won't. He's like, my tiger's not
Tiger
going
will
to.
eat you though.
He said if that tiger pounces and you duck, he's right behind you. He's coming back. Like he does this whole thing about it.
Well, so like, there's people who obviously like they work at the zoo and they raise these tigers or lions or whatever from being babies. So they do that so they don't attack them, right?
I'm still not
But
trusting.
even
They
still,
still will attack them.
You, still,
Right?
Absolutely.
you make
Right.
the wrong move. You read the wrong body language. Like you need to know.
I think
Hungry.
if you can land one heavy swing
At the right spot.
I think you could do it. Right?
Where so okay, I mean, let's be real. Everybody, you watch boxing, right? You take
Yeah.
one swing off the chin, you're going down. So is
Yeah.
a tiger the same?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
punching
a-
at that
all
chin?
I'm saying
fucking
is-
broadsword?
Yeah, but like they're used to fighting to death.
This is what
Yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
say.
Like-
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm
this
saying.
is a sword.
But these tigers
Oh, I thought you
are
were saying
out
one
there.
punch.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No,
obviously,
you
if you
have
got
one
a
sword.
sword,
These
Broadsword.
tigers are out there fighting other tigers. Their claws are pretty
Look,
much
I know
swords.
fucking
Their teeth are pretty much swords. And,
I'm a tiger.
and they're out there without veterinarians or anything, just
right.
like
You
kicking ass and living
there has
life.
to be a
Okay, hold
chance.
on.
There has to be. You have a sword.
I mean,
a large
there's a
one.
chance.
There's sure,
But I'm
yeah.
saying
I'm
the-
going with what
Is
Josh
it like
said. One
5%?
KD 1-1. Like
Yes.
even if you get a good
You might
stop.
win, but you're like,
Steve
man,
just
my
takes his
left
own
arm's
line,
gone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, they don't have it. You're just gonna put me down.
Right.
Yeah.
The doctor's just packing mud. He's like, you'll be okay.
They get a fucking blue jay in there to pick out all this shit out.
you
there.
need the
Oh my God.
you need a blood treatment.
Yeah.
I grew up in the wrong era.
Do some more cocaine, fix you. All right, number 9.
Damn, that was from Gladiator.
Yeah, look
Wow.
at us.
Not even the red.
Not
Not
even
even,
the
not
right-
even
not
the right
Gladiator.
one. Yeah, not even the right one.
Number 9.
We'd all be drunk already. We would all be drunk already.
I totally forgot. I wasn't even the right Gladiator.
But it's the right gladiator because that's the
Don't
only
waste
one
your
that
is the
has
right
bubble.
Gladiator.
Don't waste
Thinking
your
back, I'm
bubble.
so happy I said Russell Crowe.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius. So there is going to be a sequel, and I'm not going to watch it.
No, don't do it. That movie was
How? He died.
very, very good.
Apparently, time travel,
No,
It's not like he had a son either. He died too.
right? Spoilers.
murder.
Awful. That is awful.
What's the dun dun whatever noise we need?
Oh, from
that.
there.
That is awful when he gets back to.
That
Oh,
is so sad.
You know what's even creepier?
Has
to me?
anyone just walked
Him
through
just-
a field with their the hand
in the grain?
grain?
I do it just
Not-
yeah.
You know,
Not
grain's
sadly.
sharp and it gets stuck to your fucking hands and clothes.
But every
Anyways.
time I do walk through a field like that, I just think of Gladiator.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'm just doing the yeah. This is what death feels like. Apparently, take me now.
I can see you being sarcastic too. as you
Oh yeah,
fucking
100%.
say
I say it out loud.
Like me now.
Or
yeah, this is
cornfield.
great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
for
to be
me.
here.
Number 9, the hand that rocks the cradle.
Ooh,
Oh,
that sounds like a boxing movie.
it's not.
It's.
It sounds like a movie that DMX would be in.
No.
Oh,
No, no.
I was gonna do the wolf, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
Woof,
Look, you got it. Or whatever.
It's
Oh.
a suspenseful movie about a nanny.
Yeah, get it.
So
Hands
quite
that rocks the
literally
cradle.
the hand that rocks
So she's
the cradle.
watching over the baby, isn't
and
it? Like
she's not. She's not.
She's not good.
Sane.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not a good person. Like I'm pretty sure she like tries to breastfeed the baby and stuff because she wants the baby to love her more than the mom because she like lost her baby or something.
Right. So the next movie,
very
this woman needs this, which is Medicine Man.
What? A doctor?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next movie is number
Medicine
8,
Man.
Medicine Man.
Nice.
Person in the last.
He tried.
movie
He
did
went
that.
for
I
it.
tried.
He
I
swung.
tried.
He swung for the fences on that one.
Some of them happen.
Some of them.
Some of them don't.
It's hit or miss.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
Speaking of shots, number 7, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Come on.
He's fucking
Come on, that was good.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
What?
Stop or my mom will shoot.
It's a movie.
Cool.
No idea. Yeah.
Should I? Oh,
No. Don't even go any further into
bother.
looking.
You
that
should
one up.
watch it. Absolutely.
I was not gonna say
Really?
Is
watch
it
it. Should I
Arnold?
look it
It-
up? And
no.
is it
Sylvester.
Arnold? That'd be
Is
amazing.
it Arnold or Sylvester?
I don't think that is anything. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely not any of that.
What?
There's no way. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Who? Because the
Everybody's on
guy's
their
the
phone,
cop.
probably
If it's
looking-
Arnold, he's like, "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." Like, that'd be funny.
Shoot. Get down.
Get down
Get down
again.
again.
I'm
I did
absolutely.
watch Predator the other day.
As soon as you hear
Wow.
that, as soon as you hear any
If
Get to the
Arnold
chopper.
is in it, I'm absolutely not.
Come on,
watching
do it.
do it.
What you waiting for? Oh, it is fucking Sylvester.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that fucking.
That movie's awesome, man.
I would turn this, but I'm not going to.
It's okay.
It's an old lady with a giant machine gun.
Like a Saw. Like a
Yeah.
Is that mom?
AK-48.
It's mom
Yeah.
then, right?
Yeah.
And then there's another one where she's got a fucking 357 Magnum, just like
That's what she carries in her purse. Like she has like a regular size purse. She's like, yeah. It's like this fucking revolver.
It has a 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Man, it's worth the watch. Was it 90 something? Obviously 92. I'm
90.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Probably around March.
Probably around March.
A tough police. Hold on.
Damn it.
A tough police sergeant's overbearing mother comes to visit him and begins to meddle in his life and career. All right.
Oh my God.
You haven't seen it either?
No.
Oh,
I'm kind of. I'm
So-
kind of curious.
So he has a Sylvester
What's the name of
Stallone.
it?
He's a
Stop or my mom will shoot.
dude. He's like a cop, and his mom like meddles in his work.
Yeah.
Was like going to work with him, which is a whole part of like Stop or my mom will shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
She meddles in his love life because he has like a girlfriend. They're like broken. It's like the classic.
I'm in.
Yeah, I can't believe none of you have seen this.
I've never even heard of it.
It's only an
Man.
hour 27.
Easy.
It's worth it.
That might be going up on Plex soon.
Yeah. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Young Sylvester too,
yeah.
looking good.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Number 6, Article 99.
No,
Paragraph
that I
6.
haven't seen.
I have no idea.
I'm putting this up here because I want to see. Kiefer Sutherland,
rippled.
Sutherland
I know, I
and
tried to
Ray
hold it in.
Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
They're doctors. Dr.
Look at
Richard
that.
Sturgis.
Look at that stash.
Yeah,
on
dude.
Sutherland.
Sturgis.
Oh my God. Leads a team of compassionate doctors at a veterans hospital, along with doctors Morgan, Handelman, that better be his name, and Van Dorn. What did I say something wrong?
No, I was looking at her
Oh,
haircut.
okay.
And I was like, man, that's so 90s. Oh yeah, 92. like literally, like, dude, my
Probably
brain.
around March.
92.
He
Yeah.
fights to deliver adequate care to needy veterans in the
hard.
face of
It's hard.
funding cuts
No,
and
dude, I'm with
corruption.
you.
Yeah.
This movie
that's-
does not look good.
I was
Oh,
like, wow.
Forrest Whitaker's in it.
Whit-
Leah
Whitaker?
Thompson.
Whitaker?
Sure.
Would it take
would-
Keith David. Shit. Now I might have to watch it.
What did you
Put
can
it
you-
on Blex.
Jeffrey Tambor.
do your best Whitaker impression, Steve?
Just close an eye.
Did you know I was gonna do that?
Tara's face is making it so much better.
Sometimes I hate that I know you know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I fucking all right. I can't even take. I need to take a break for a minute.
Number 5, fried green potato.
Did you see faces?
Tomatoes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh.
No, there you go.
Was that too?
No, you're doing fine.
Okay, thank you.
Keep
I'm sorry.
Keep going.
keep the trend rolling, buddy.
Number 4, American Me.
No idea.
I'm gonna look that one up because I don't fucking know that one.
This is a weird time. I feel like.
I was expecting maybe
American-
some Disney movies, but I haven't heard
March
any yet.
92 was a weird time.
What a weird time this was.
Edward James Almost.
Is that a joke?
Wait, Almost.
Yeah,
Did I
that's
say
his
it?
name.
William Forsythe, Sal Lopez. This is
You've
definitely
never
a.
heard of him?
These names are all made up.
No, you've never heard of him?
William
Yeah,
Forsythe, James
Well, I was gonna
Almost.
say, they look old in this movie, so they might not made it.
Oh,
No, I think he's still alive. Edward James Almost.
you've never heard of James?
Yeah, he's
James
still alive.
Almost?
You've seen he was big in Battlestar Galactica. He was in
Oh,
Selena,
well, I
Stand
probably
and
knew he was in-
Deliver. Yeah, if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, that fucking guy.
That guy.
Sure. All right, top 3 that week in no particular order. Then you guys got to guess. Obviously, My Cousin Vincent is in it.
God.
The Lawnmower Man.
Is this like Rain Man,
Honestly,
but fun?
is this list made
Did
up?
Lawnmower
Bubba
Man,
the
isn't
Lawnmower
that
Man.
a
Is
Lawnmower Man
killer
is like
movie?
a CGI. Well, not CGI. It's like one of the first big uses of CGI in a movie, and it's horrendous looking. It's
Okay.
not what you think it is. It's not Lawnmower Man.
That's what it's called.
It's not.
Small engine repair.
Two-stroke.
And then also Wayne's World.
Oh. I'm going to go Wayne's
Hold on.
World, My
Before
Vinny,
you-
Lawnmower Man.
That's, I second that.
Top to bottom.
I was gonna say, let me read you the
Go ahead. She can
Lawnmower
still
Man.
answer after.
A simple
Oh.
man is turned into a genius through the
Yeah, you wait right now.
application of computer science. Fucking Pierce Brosnan is in it. So
My man.
Yeah.
Digitize me.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. It's actually a pretty decent movie. It's out there for sure. But okay, you said
Wayne's World.
Vincent
Yeah.
Lawnmower.
Yes.
You said the same thing?
That's it.
That's
gotta
it. That's it.
It's gotta
That's it. I'm going to say My Cousin Vinny, Wayne's World, Lawnmower Man.
They're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even cheat.
Yeah, He didn't.
Why
I've
would-
been
how would
doing
you-
this
It
now.
has been. I've been like, God damn it, scroll.
Yeah. I've been learning.
So,
Take those glasses off. No,
The fucking Google glass.
Yeah.
You're best Whitaker face. He takes his glasses.
That's what that's always my joke. I'm like, oh God.
Spectacles, technicals. Well,
Loaded
didn't watch. All right. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make this Vinny movie?
22 million.
20.
Yeah.
22 million.
If even. You know?
If even.
17.
17.
There she goes.
I'm going like 12.
12 million. I
You're
guess
gonna say $1?
15 million. The actual retail budget, 11 million.
Oh,
Damn.
There you go, Josh.
Felt
Get
right.
it.
I'm learning.
Get it.
Getting better.
Learned.
Brain.
I learned today.
March 92. Budget time. I was 4.
That was like the perfect in a world voice right
Right.
there. Just do it.
I didn't know I had my allowance yet.
My cousin
Look,
Vincent.
in a world, my cousin Vincent.
Dude,
Do
Mr.
it.
Movie
Just do
Man.
it.
I can't.
You're on the
you can't
spot?
put me-
It has to
you
be
can't do
natural. It
that.
has to be natural.
Has to be natural.
So I got to give you a script to read.
I just
and
got to
do it.
flow. I'll
you
pick it
son
up.
of a bitch.
I'll pick it up.
I'll pick it up.
He's just
All right.
going to interrupt
I'm on
at
the
some
spot. My
point
brain
with this
goes
random, like,
March 92. right back to it.
Box office. What do we think it made in?
The box office?
92.
92. Damn it.
I'm
Oh,
setting you up
man.
so good.
I was like,
In
That
March
was it.
92, what do we
That was
think?
it.
74 million.
74
Whoa.
million.
Oh.
I mean, it is Joe Pesci. He's
Yeah.
coming off.
do you
Something
think
big.
do you think New Yorkers love this movie? Like, there he is.
Yeah.
There's our
Oh,
guy.
yes.
Like, you think they were going crazy?
100%.
All the Utes are out there like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
this is my guy.
Just Italian dudes.
You believe
too.
these Alabama folks?
Yeah. Exactly. 74.
74.
Swinging for the fences. Okay.
I have to burp again.
Do it. That's what this
Just
space
burp.
is for.
This is a safe space for burps.
Go ahead, Tara. Stop staring at me.
She's thinking. Let her think. She's
I
computing
can't tell
numbers.
the difference between her thinking face and her judgy face.
What did you
They
say?
both look the same when she's staring at me.
74?
She's doing both. She's doing both.
See,
He
there's
said
the
74.
judgy face.
See, so you can tell the difference, can't you?
No, I've only seen both.
What did you say? 74?
74.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah. I'm going to say 70.
70.
Box office. I'm gonna lowball it. I'm going like 55.
55. All right. All
I
right.
feel
That's
like
low.
It is
I feel like
during
it was the DVDs that really.
Wayne's World. It was also during Wayne's World. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you this right there. You see what I guessed?
Wow.
I
What did
guessed
you guess?
55 as well.
oh shit,
Yeah, and I can't lie because it's written down.
fuck out of here. Jinx.
Opening weekend, it made 7.4 million. Overall, it made 64.1 million.
Hey,
I
Tara got
almost
it.
said 65.
Wait, no,
Ah.
you guys right between. What'd you say?
55. We were at
I said
55.
70.
She said
Okay.
70 or 74.
Okay.
We're all kind of
Ain't bad.
close.
I feel, like,
Ain't
I feel like they still
I'm
get
close to
checks for
that.
this movie. He's like, oh, $5.
Yeah, whatever. It was on TNT this weekend. I don't
It's on
fucking
TBS.
forget about it. Yeah. All right, tomatometer time. What do we think critics and audience gave it out of 100%?
I feel like this is high.
The Roddy
Both.
T's. Rotten Tomato score. Yeah, what do you
I'm gonna stay critics 74,
74.
audience 80,
You just did two 74s in a row. If you know
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Planned.
Sure.
I know you. You think I'm a wild card.
No, I know. You're coming in.
All calculated.
He's driving here just like, well, the Rotten Tomato score. If that's going to be that, then the budget has to be the same number.
He's the guy at the
You're the
stoplight.
one-
Hey, what do you think about the Roddy T's?
Hey, you seen My Cousin Vinny? What do you think the budget was?
The guy's like, oh, I haven't seen that movie in years. Like, I bet.
Some dude on the behind him's like, oh, it's got to be 60 million. We had this great idea, and I still think it's a great idea. Once it got warm, now it's warm, of going to Leonardtown Square, running around with a microphone and like
Weren't
put
you here for that?
Maybe. You can go with it, Steve.
Sure.
What's
Keep
your
going.
idea?
Sure.
What's your
I thought, yeah.
putting people on blast like, hey, what do you think this movie made, or whatever. Obviously newer movies, so it's
That'd be
still
fun.
whatever, but if you get close to, hey, here's $5 or $10 or whatever, and like seeing if we can generate a buzz.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
I'm down.
Somebody funny would have to be the
I just thought about like
I want to be the boom mic guy. Never mind, he might be better.
No way. I did 3 seconds of that, and I was like, oh my God.
My shoulders blew out.
Yeah.
It's still really good. It'd be fun. Anyways,
They,
yeah.
like Impractical Joke. He's like, pull his pants down. Like, what? How do you feel about My Cousin Vinny? Ah!
You're literally standing beside the guy while you say it out loud, and the guy's like, "What are you talking about?"
What do you?
Imagine being that
Pull my
professional.
pants down?
You just keep the boom mic,
go.
trow down.
Oh my
fucking
God.
Giving an interview.
What's that guy doing? Nothing. Don't worry about him. He's here for a nature documentary.
Right.
I actually love that when you see Billy on the street and like
Yeah.
then he like because he takes off from people a lot.
he
He'll
runs,
be like
yeah.
no, and he starts running. So whoever the camera and stuff is with him,
They gotta know.
have to just, like take off
They're
too.
connected. They're connected by a cable.
They actually are. If you look at his microphone, it's connected.
Yeah, it has a cord, so it has to be connected.
Hope it's a long one. So yeah, what's your guess for critics and audience?
All right.
Right, we're doing that. I think
All
we're
right,
still
all right,
doing
all right.
All right.
I'm gonna say
Alabama, what?
High school
Look
girls.
at that. Yeah.
82 critics,
Okay.
but
But
84
something.
audience.
82 and 84, so
Yeah.
right close.
Yeah,
Okay.
We
I
go
don't know.
77
say?
for the critics.
I
Okay.
don't even remember.
And do 80
You're better-
for
you're
the
better off.
audience.
77, 80. I guessed 85 critics, 75 audience.
Well, you went lower for audience.
Yeah. It is 87 across the board.
Oh
They're
shit!
same.
Same.
Oh,
Look at that. That didn't
that
happen.
doesn't
that
happen
often.
a lot. No, it
Not
doesn't.
high either.
No.
Normally, if they're the same, it's kind of like 60s.
Both like lowish
yeah.
or mid.
So,
Wow.
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 Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So, who's our favorite character in this movie?
Imagine your idea.
We know who Tara's is. Do you just want to do that one whole scene? You said you got it.
Oh. I actually do know that whole scene.
What am I going to wear?
I
Do
like
you
that.
think these pants are okay?
I like-
Oh!
Can I do a scene and
Oh!
well, it's the
You can do whatever you
it's
want,
ob-
Wally.
It's obviously Vinny for me, but
Sure.
but it's when I realized it was during the scene where he's in the jail cell.
Oh, I knew you were going to say this. Man, that's my favorite
It's
scene.
so good. Like the misunderstanding and jokes there are fucking top tier.
Oh, second one. No, continue.
Yeah.
I can fuck you.
Right.
Yeah. You should be on your knees. He's like, oh, I didn't realize it was such an honor to get a visit from you.
It's so good.
He
No,
says something
he-
about a blowjob or something too, and yeah.
He's great, but Marissa Tomei is amazing in this. I mean, she won an Oscar for this, which is wild because comedies that doesn't happen.
I mean, is this a comedy? I feel like it's
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
slash comedy,
What, drama? Comedy?
maybe
All the-
comedy
all the
drama.
great-
They
maybe.
classified it as
All
a
the
comedy.
all the
think it-
great comedies have a little bit of drama in it,
Yeah.
if you think about it. So all the really good
But it was
comedies
like a
have
big
high
deal
contrast.
because she,
Yeah.
like
It's like comedy with a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
comedies-
yeah. I'm
like-
not saying it's not
High
comedic
contrast
at
is
all.
all.
I'm
because
just saying,
comedies
yeah.
don't get like the
No.
best picture
No,
or
no,
best
no.
actor or best whatever.
No.
So like it was a big deal when she
yeah.
she won because also she was up against the normal type of candidates, the drama like
yeah.
big movie.
But
candidates.
also look at her performance. Is she being funny?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
ironically funny.
but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. She's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
trying
her
to
character
be
It's not
is
a
funny, but
slapstick.
she's
Yeah.
not trying to be funny.
right. So everything that comes across is genuine and real, but some of it is funny. But she's not trying to be a comedic
You're
actor.
a smooth talker. You are.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's through that.
Yeah.
Is that what you need?
And even like in the,
The
end,
deer
like
part.
in the court scene, like
Yeah.
the way she's just playing along, like that's how they are. I think they really solidified their relationship, like the New York style, the game. Like he's like, you never seen a Gambino argue before.
Right, yeah.
Like it's
yeah, he's
fun
like,
for
you don't
them.
understand.
Like,
I think he can do it.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do it.
Well, even they're like them arguing about the tap or whatever, and then it turning into her
It like
making up
teasing,
whatever,
yeah.
but
Right.
teasing him, and then like here's the paperwork, and I was like, that's a People magazine. Oh, I got it.
yeah.
I got it. It was good,
It's like the arguing is foreplay.
right?
Yeah.
Because
'Cause that's
you've
just
never
how they
seen him argue.
Imagine your idea. You're prancing along. You get thirsty. You spot a little brook.
Do
you
the pants
put your-
part.
The pants part.
Where's
Just
the-
let her
or
go,
the
she's
shoe
I'm
part?
getting
getting
there.
there.
All right.
You
Do the
put your
pants.
little dear lips down to the cool, clear water. Bam! A fucking bullet knocks off half your head. Your brain is laid on the ground in little bloody pieces. Now I ask you, would you give a fuck what kind of pants or son of a bitch you shot you was wearing?
It's good.
And then
It's
just
very
cuts.
good.
And just
That's
cuts.
so good.
It's really good, actually.
Her also, my biological clock is ticking like this.
It was-
And at the
it was
rate this
great.
case is going, I ain't never getting married.
I did like how right after she's like, all right, maybe this was the wrong
This was
time.
maybe it
That's
wasn't the best time to
That's
bring
the
it up.
best. It's like they acknowledge it.
Right.
Yeah.
What else can we pile on to the outcome of this case?
Right.
That's like,
Is there anything
it's one of my
else?
favorite.
Yeah, no, Joe Pesci kills it too.
I love how he just heightens as he goes, because at the beginning he's like, Lisa, I don't need this. And then by the end he's like, what else?
Well, shit,
Maybe
even,
it was a bad time to bring it up.
even when she walks out on him in the diner scene or whatever, like, he's being a dick. But
Total
at the
dick, yeah.
same time, like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
she's just like, I want to help, but he's like, I don't know how you.
I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
But,
no, yeah.
But
And
also,
then
like,
wins
he's
the
fucking mad.
case,
Yeah.
though.
Well, he figured out a way to get her to help, right? And
And she kind of saved the day with the phone call too.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
He already
But he-
accepted her for who she
My
was.
father was a
long, long
mechanic.
time ago.
His father was a mechanic. My mom's father was a mechanic. My 3 brothers were mechanics.
I do
Okay.
like
He's okay.
how
You come from a long life, a
But
mechanic.
how do you?
I do like how it never strays away from that the other prosecutor being grimy or you know, like being a bad guy. He was just doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
And he just concedes at the end. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could just be like, all right, well, we're dropping all charges just like that.
Yeah, so he doesn't take a loss essentially.
Yeah, I
Right.
get it, but I'm just saying, like, he is portrayed to be like, hey, maybe he's being a little whatever by,
Right.
yeah, come on, let's
love-
let's
That
go
is
and-
confusing.
Well,
like
that's-
defending the state,
yeah.
in opposed to
Mhm.
individuals
Do
like
you
family
have
members
to?
or something like
Do
that.
you
That's
have to
wild.
not
I don't know anything
talk
about
to
it.
somebody else, right? Like, can you just make that decision? Like, well, as the state, just me.
We-
I mean,
I'm
he's,
gonna-
yeah.
he's just that county's DA for
I
the
also-
state.
Yeah.
So
It's true though, because she, even though he was keeping her like, no, I want to do this. She helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
she had the pictures and everything.
I love when he comes back from hunting and he's like, I got the files, and she like. Then you find out she jokingly says it, but she's like, you stole his files?
Right.
And she's like, you idiot, he has to give them to you. He is required by law to give them to you. And she's like, you're quite the finesser. Like, good job, you idiot.
You don't need to read that book. And
Yeah,
just
don't
slams it.
stop reading that.
Like, I get it. He doesn't want her to be smarter than him because he
wants
already
to do
knows. No, he already knows that she's smarter than him, right?
but what I mean, like, he wants to do it himself.
Is she? Because he's the one who figures it out and plays her into it. Like, now she does help, don't get me wrong, with everything that Tara said.
Touche.
But he's the one who
Touche.
figures it out. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah. And
he's
then
like, take
uses
another look
her
at the picture.
smarts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
They didn't concoct this plan
because
together.
he knew immediately, oh, that car couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's a-
She-
they're a
he
unit.
just let
They're-
her-
They're a unit. They explain that throughout the whole fucking
Yeah,
movie.
absolutely.
They're
Dog shit!
Yeah.
You got it. You've solved the case.
What's this
Dog
crusty, dusty, rusty thing on your window?
Dirt?
What are all these bushy things
Right.
between the trees? Go ahead and shout it out if you know it. Bushes, that's right, bushes.
It's okay. Yeah, just say it. Like,
But it's but then also too, that's such a small town mentality where like, oh, we're gonna help. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna get the
I
bad
saw-
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, them even showing when they're trying to get the jury with the old lady, like, hey, you know, oh, the electric chair, no, that's barbaric or whatever. And then he says what he says. She's like, fry
Fry
him,
him.
And he's
right?
like,
Yep.
she'll do.
Yeah. That, to me, shows everything you need to know about
Yeah.
Alabama.
Pretty much.
Even-
Steam
but even
whistle at 5:30
every-
in the morning.
Got to get up.
He's right though. Every person that was up there, like, they were so easy to write off after he
Yeah.
really looked at it. So really, they were just like, yeah, that
I'm a
seems
fast
right.
cook, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
You're telling me that grits cook faster on
In
your
on your
kitchen.
stove.
The
Yeah.
laws of physics don't apply to your stove.
It might have been longer.
That's good. That was good. So
That's good. Good.
you're going Vinny. You're going Marissa Tomei.
Mhm.
Oh man. Not Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
I mean, he's not even the real Karate
He's a
Kid.
He's
good
not.
actor. He's a good actor, though.
He is good.
You know
I
what?
feel like I see him, especially
I
when
shot
it's
the
like
clerk.
I shot the clerk.
sad or upset scenes. He does a great job of that
He
shit.
was crying.
So
at the
you
end.
admit it. I shot the clerk.
He said, I shot the clerk. I'm gonna go Sheriff Farley.
Yeah.
He comes in. He saves the day.
He
at the
does
I
end.
at
love
the
when he's
end.
like, "Is that all?" No.
No.
And then even like rips off his glasses when he says
Let's
that
also
they had
be
a
real
gun
here.
on them.
That is the the sheriff of Alabama, whatever the town.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, what, you know what I mean. He doesn't need to be the sheriff of Alabama.
He's the sheriff of small town Alabama.
Yeah, he doesn't need to, be a good guy there, right?
Yeah.
He's literally sitting
He's
beside.
asking. He's like, go.
Right.
Can you just check?
But
And-
why?
But why?
Just do it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that shows, hey, that dude's like a real nice guy. Like, he went and actually did his due diligence, went over and did more once he found out that, hey, this is not the car or whatever, and then found that, hey, look at that, there was 2 dudes that were arrested.
With a
Couple towns over.
357 Magnum.
Right.
What caliber was used to kill Jimmy Willis or Jimmy Lewis?
Jimmy Willis. 357 Magnum. I thought it would have been cooler if they did, like, as they were driving away or something, you heard a gunshot in the background or something, like in the beginning of the movie.
Well, but I think it's cool that they didn't because they made it like because then you're also as confused as they are. Like when
Right.
they get pulled over, you're like,
got a point.
what for a fucking can of tuna or whatever the fuck? Like,
yeah. You're right, because the whole first part of the movie, I was like,
why is this happening?
what
Yeah.
are we watching here? This isn't Vinny. This isn't his cousin.
That makes you,
okay.
makes you
How do we get here?
uncomfortable.
Yeah, how do we get to
Or you're
this?
just
Comedy or
expecting
not.
Pesci. 'Cause he's on the cover. He's like, where's this guy?
Right.
I
Where's
also
my
love when they're
guy,
sitting
huh?
outside and he comes in. He's like, "Yeah, you're getting arrested for shoplifting, and I'm accessory." And he goes, "No,
We're
murder,
getting booked for murder.
murder."
So you know how it is down here. He's like, they kissed their cousins. They're setting us up as patsies.
It is.
Favorite part or scene?
I mean,
Jail
The
scene.
The
one I already
movies.
said.
So
movie.
when I thought when you said the jail scene, I thought you were gonna say the part where he does the playing card trick because that's my favorite part. Because he's like, he's gonna build a case, saw these bricks. He's gonna show you
When he
all the
tells
right
him what-
angles.
Oh,
and he goes,
yeah.
but what he's not gonna show you. Look at him like this. It's paper thin. And my favorite line is he's like, nobody, and I mean nobody, pulls the wool over the eyes of a Gambini. And I was like, that's a good.
yeah,
that's a
when he's
fucking
like, they
good
had.
line.
You're talking about the magician part
Yeah,
where he's
'cause
like,
he
he was
flips
calling
over-
him on everything. Yeah,
Yeah, because he has an ace and he does a magic trick too, and it's a joker when he turns it around.
You know what's funny? As I watched that, I went, oh, he just dropped the card. And then in the next scene, when he's explaining to his guy with him, like, hey, remember when we saw the magician and he was the guy calling out all that stuff
Yeah.
that he was doing? I went, oh, look at that. I guess I'm the best lawyer in the room.
Steve also does magic
I do
himself.
that too, yeah.
He's got the balls on a string.
Maybe.
No, mine's the other jail scene because the dialogue's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just enough, but not more than it needs to be slapsticky dumb humor.
Yeah, just a little bit over, but it's perfect.
It's hard for me to pick like my favorite scene because a lot of it is like a lot of the scenes I like are multiple people. It's just the way they're interacting. Like I love obviously her spiel about the pants and the deer because she's like, you're gonna shoot a fluffy little deer. Like the whole thing is good, even though like her little rant was the whole thing is good. And then the biological clock thing where they're just outside and she's just pacing on the thing, that's good. But I also love when he confronts the hustler, the pool hall hustler too, and he does that
great.
whole back and forth with him, and he's like, okay. So when you have the money, we'll fight.
Yeah.
And, if I win, I get
I get the money,
$200.
right, yeah. I
Like,
get the
and
money
they
if I
just,
beat you,
this
yeah.
whole, and he
Very
walks out.
logical.
And but even the side thing, like,
Yeah.
what happened to you?
Yeah. It's like,
I fell. And then and then again comes back later.
Your house?
You fall at your place or somebody else's place? My place. And he's like,
yeah,
Jesus.
he's like, you're fucked.
Jesus.
Well,
Like-
and it's funny because if you listened earlier, what did he say that he was doing?
Yeah, personal injury.
Personal injury. So that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's not pushed in your face.
He's like,
it's
I
just
can get
a
another
little-
client right
yeah,
here.
yeah, right-
Like, literally,
right
that's
in
like
the-
in the
And
middle
he's
of
still
that.
thinking
One of the
about
few
it, like,
reminders
that's still
of
like-
what he actually is.
Right.
That's what
That's
they're trying
still
to
like in his,
He's a Gambino.
back of his mind as he's still arguing with this guy. He's like, and like he keeps.
Yeah.
I just love all the little side stuff
quick,
in the movie.
quick, fast.
Gambini.
Yeah, fast.
And the ongoing, like I said, the background stuff with the pool hall guy and the hotel stuff, but even the back and forth with the judge.
Yeah.
Like he has to
Win
like
some, lose
justify himself to that judge like 4 different times, and his
You
story
say
changes
Gallo?
every time.
Gallo with the G?
Hallow, yeah.
C. Callow.
When he like hits when he hits the chessboard,
Yeah.
because he's like trying to make a distraction, like all
My-
the little nuances of
My
that.
question is though, why did he have to justify himself? Like the boy chooses his lawyer, the client chooses
I don't
his
think he
lawyer.
was certified.
No, he was. He had passed the bar. He said he did.
Yeah, but
He was asking
no,
him
he
about
was
his
trying-
history.
okay, yeah, he
like
was
his
trying to-
justification.
he was trying to say he was a bigger lawyer than he was. Because if he looked and saw he
said
was only 6
16
weeks.
years.
But what
Right.
I'm saying is, why does that matter?
Well, now he's
That-
falsifying documents and he's lying
I
to
don't
a
think it
court.
No,
ma-
but
I mean,
he
he could have
didn't-
also
he
been like,
didn't
this is actually
falsify
my
there
first
weren't-
case.
Like it made it seem like like the judge was going to be like, you can't do this because you're not experienced. Like he didn't need to sell himself. You're a lawyer. It doesn't matter.
I just think it's
Your history doesn't matter. You're a
Unless
lawyer.
he's not practicing. You might have to have your license, and he might not have that. Just because you pass
Just
the
pass
bar doesn't mean you're a lawyer.
practice.
Right, yeah. So maybe he hasn't gone through and done that. Because think about it. He's saying the whole time, I have no money. I have nothing.
I mean, you
right?
don't think he would have had a C, a license to like, because they don't just let anybody walk in and just
This
start
is all
being a
in
lawyer.
92.
Well, he said he
in
was...
March.
A lot of times they do that shit, and then you sit in an internship for a very, very long, or a firm
Yeah.
as the bottom dollar
yeah,
for
yeah,
a very,
yeah.
very long period of time.
Right.
I do
Yeah,
feel
you actually
like,
do the legwork.
Yeah.
Like, highlight stuff for them.
Right.
Yep.
I do feel like I remember hearing that a lot of stuff that happened in this movie was that like lawyers were saying, no, this is about right.
Yes.
Like
this
this shit
is this
happens.
is shown
Like, this
in
is-
colleges, in actual law classes. Hey, this is how it's done, which is kind of cool.
That's dope.
They don't show Legally Blonde though. They show this.
Can you believe that?
What, like it's hard?
Jesus. All right, my favorite scenes, definitely the $200 scene, just the reoccurrence of that, and then how he just punches him and just takes it.
The Superman
Yeah,
diving
Yeah, when
punch.
he finally,
He's like,
his
"Not
entire
today."
body, his entire body.
Yeah.
Well, and
falls-
you know what?
Falls with him, full commiss.
But that also is more believable than him just walking up and
Oh.
punching
Oh yeah,
him.
because that
right?
guy was like a foot taller than him.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
then
okay
just
with
picks
that.
up the money and walks away.
Yep.
Like,
I don't need anything else today, just that. And then like first meeting him, and then like them going to the breakfast was kind of funny. Just like them watching
What
him
do you
make
think?
it, and
breakfast?
right, it was
Yeah,
just
2.
breakfast,
We'll get 2.
lunch too. I just thought all that really showed who they were, and it was a good building of. All right, this is what we're in for.
I also feel like this is why it's hard because the end when she's on the stand and
That whole 5
and they're
minutes.
doing the back and forth is just great because at first she's like completely like I'm not even answering, like this is stupid.
Right.
And then when she finally
know, I hate
sees when she finally focuses on the picture, she's like, okay,
Yeah.
fuck this, like we've got this, like, and then just goes off with all of her knowledge and stuff.
but also-
but then calls that other guy up.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did you think?
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's okay, you can say it. They know.
Yeah.
They know. Like, you can say
It's
it.
like,
Pretty cute too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, she is. Like, he's like, okay.
That was pretty good. I
Her
like it.
pants, that like purple velvet like pantsuit she has on with all the
She had some
gold
crazy
like things
yeah,
on it.
super New Yorker
Wild.
92.
Oh, yeah, what was it the
Gear.
first
hair was
thing
hot.
she was
It
wearing
was a
was
good
just
look.
like a skin tight onesie with
Bodysuit.
flowers
And
a
like-
bunch of
shit.
stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
when she's pacing on the cabin, is she's got
I
that
was
one
like,
piece where it's just like flowers,
yeah.
and then
How
she
you
the
get that
leather
off?
jacket,
Hey, what you got there? What you hiding there?
her leather jacket with like when they first get into the town, they both just have like leather on and black and shit. Like they look like straight out of like New York mob.
I want to start
or
doing
something.
that belt thing. You see that belt thing he was
He
doing?
tucked
Where
it
he
in?
Oh, yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Watch-
make it a thing.
watch
Make it a thing.
this.
Let's make it a thing.
Do whatever you want.
What happened to the fabric? Do you got fabric belts anymore? Like non-leather
I do.
belts?
I have a fabric belt.
I have one.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Well, let's
I
go
need
to the
to get
store.
one.
Let's go to Ross.
Carrick has one.
I need to get one. I have one of the old ones, like the ones that have the 2 like metal loops. And you,
Yeah.
That's all I
I
got.
haven't had one of those in a long time.
It's just sitting in the drawer. I haven't used it in forever. But
Carrick has one of those flip ones too, where it's like brown on one side and like where
classic.
like the thing, it's
don't-
like the metal piece. Like
I don't wear a lot of belts.
that's a dude go to.
Do you
I
guys
do.
wear a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
belts?
Carrick wears belts
A
with
bigger
everything.
guy. I think when you're a bigger guy, you got to
have
wear
to.
some belts.
Yeah.
Steve.
Carrick wears belts with everything. Even his bathing suit, he has a water like a
If
rubber
not,
waterproof
you're
belt.
seeing the fucking cheeks.
You
you know?
butts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it.
I don't.
Are you
It's
an
also
act- are you
impossible
an-
to buy
but are
pants.
you an active pants guy? Like you work at home.
You are a big shorts advocate.
But I
too.
wear pants a lot.
Shorts
so-
are the business.
Carrick wears
Don't get me wrong.
belts with his
Shorts
shorts.
are-
Do
I
you
just
not
have
wear
to
them
wear
with shorts?
jeans.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
work.
yeah,
So
You don't
it's
wear them
like,
with shorts, just
No.
jeans.
I have to wear
If
belts. I put
shorts-
like
so
tool, like you know.
shorts
not
are
Well,
like
yeah,
casual,
obviously
I
you got a
guess,
bunch
for
of
me.
shit in your
That's what I mean.
pocket.
I'm
If I'm wearing
active
shorts,
pants
I'm
guy.
usually not doing anything where I care to have
Yeah,
a
Carrick
belt.
wears his belts
Oh,
with
okay.
shorts too.
If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Obviously not active wear belts.
I
but,
hate
like,
stuff in my pockets. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. So
Oh,
like,
dude, I'm a pocket fiend.
are you?
I could reach in my pocket right now. I don't know what I find.
Yeah,
Wow.
they don't really.
I know what's.
They don't
I
really give
usually,
us
usually I drop my keys off
pockets.
out there. I left them
That's a
in, and
bummer,
I've been
man.
thinking about them
To
the
be able to
whole
hold
time.
stuff.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm
I
just like,
can't.
God
dude,
damn
anytime
it.
I drive, everything's out. It's,
Oh, yeah,
it's
Do you guys
in
use
the
the
dashboard
small
or whatever.
pocket, the change pocket? Do you, or
Oh.
the watch, the little baby pocket that's right there? You
I
use
put
that?
stuff there. Yeah.
I use that more than my normal pockets.
That's where my key
Put your
goes.
weed in there.
Yeah, it's
my
more
truck key goes.
more in my normal pockets. I use that.
I
Okay.
can't put anything in my pockets.
Well, girl pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the
And-
biggest flaw to women's clothing.
Yeah.
No
No,
pockets.
That's kind of a
not.
bummer.
It's the inconsistent sizing.
Facts.
That's the biggest flaw to women's clothing.
Well, wouldn't inconsistent sizing of pockets be another that goes with that?
Or
yeah,
just
but
lack
that's like
thereof.
lack
second. That's
thereof.
like way secondary. Like the fact that I could go to 5 different stores and buy the same size and all of them will fit different.
Just go to the one store that fits great.
Something
Right.
I've been using
They don't. but yeah.
recently, now that I'm getting older, is the fucking
The pocket.
that
Yeah.
Chest
fucking
pocket?
Yeah.
It's a classic
that
pocket.
shit.
But you
It's
got to get
dope.
the pocket
It's
protector.
the pin holders.
Yeah, I
So
love
hold
that
on.
shit.
If you get the pocket protector, you can take that out
The whole
fully,
thing,
the
yeah.
whole thing, and put it in a new shirt that has a pocket. So every day you could have a different pocketed shirt.
With
Dude,
your little
with the same setup.
pins and your
Same concept. Another old man thing I started doing recently is I got the fucking, my glass.
For your glass, you got the fucking things for
I
the
got the
glasses.
things so they hang here when I don't
Oh
need
my
them.
God. You are old.
Dude, I'm fucking next level now.
You're like, hold on. I give you a whiplash.
I love it. Like I'm up on a ladder and I'm like,
I would argue that's
What
not
color is
just,
this?
I would argue that's just not old guy though, because like a lot of people who do like water
Well, there's-
activities and stuff.
Well,
they-
I was
they
gonna say
have
I have
one.
it for the boat, but it's
Yeah.
it's
I was about to
necessary.
say,
like
yeah.
his Carrick does
Necessary.
too.
Yeah.
if that's cool.
But
That's new. Now that's cool because you
Right.
get the ones that have the big old fucking
Floater,
on the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
yeah.
That's great. No, mine's a fucking
Nylon.
It's
tweed.
fine. It's got a little
It's like
bead on
The
it.
ones
where if I
Carrick
want to
has,
do
he
this,
only uses
little
them on
bead
the
where I
boat.
go like this. If I want to fucking
It's made out of
Yeah, right,
twined
tail
leather.
sorry.
I work with a guy who's got the magnetic ones.
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like
yeah.
Oh,
snap,
that's
snap.
next.
Like,
Oh
when
my
if
God,
I
in the
can't
middle?
read, I would probably go that route because that's just fucking cool.
They snap
does
here in
sound
the
fun.
middle.
Yeah, there's just a magnet, and you
Oh
just
my
choose, like,
god!
Do it.
Shit.
step it up.
Do you
step
think
it
I
up.
get that from Zenny or whatever?
Y'all got the magnetic snaps.
I got a polarized blue light filter.
I want them transition glasses too.
Anti-smear coated.
Yeah.
So are you talking about a strap on your sunglasses?
No, like,
Or like
my-
actual
my,
reading
my
glasses?
fucking bifocals.
His glasses that he
Okay,
needs to
that's-
see with.
and it's
That's
got a,
worse. That's old.
it's
man
got
glasses.
a ball end, right?
Ball
and If you
end.
want, you can go "Nyeh," and push
Yeah.
it. Just make sure it's fucking
Like how-
locked in.
like-
You want it in.
Wait, like how cowboy hats have.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of. Yeah.
You want to make
Dude,
sure
I'm there.
it's important. Like I'm like, yeah, this because like when you bend over and you're working, dude. Like if your glasses start, like mine will
Oh, it
float
sucks. Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I've evolved past fashion.
yeah.
You know what I
don't
did?
care. I don't care anymore. I just
So-
I have these pants though. Don't get me wrong. I spend ridiculous amount of money on pants because I can't find my
You gotta
size.
have a
Because
good
you're
pant.
7 feet tall.
These are $200 pants,
Jeez.
and I have 4 or 5 of these because
My
they're the
God.
only ones I can fucking find.
What's your size? 38, 42?
42, 42, or
Jesus.
42, 40. Sorry.
My whole Amazon cart right now
Oh,
is
fuck, is your
$200, and
waist
it's
that
got like
big?
7 things.
That's
in it.
crazy,
You spend
boy.
200
Yeah,
on one
right.
I'm a
thing.
38.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, it's 175, but after everything else, it's pretty much 200
I'm a
bucks.
34.
Goodness.
American tall.
If I spend that much money, I better be getting at
That's what
least
it is.
I'm an
like 6
American
things.
short.
So
But what I was gonna say is, so I am a glasses wearer as well. You haven't noticed because I barely do it, but when I do,
That's me.
Steve will leave his contacts in for like 6 weeks.
He's like,
Dry.
he's like that
6
lady's
months.
got like
6 months
28.
dry.
I got headaches.
They're fused.
I don't know why.
They're fucking fused at this point.
anyways, what I got is you can get these pads that go here, here, and then on the back, so then it sticks to your skin. So if you're moving around or doing whatever, they don't move.
Let's see, I'm a padless glasses person. See,
It's me too.
I like the bridge. Just
I like the
chilling.
bridge
Because
like
Whitaker
that
just
too.
came out,
So
you see
you
that?
could just put them on the back. So if you put them just on the back
Instead of on your nose.
instead of on the nose, you put them
Well, I
back
got
there.
grippies back here, but
Yeah,
they're
that's
not.
what-
But I feel like they're not as grippy as what you're talking.
No, no, these are extras that go on there.
Real grip.
I got
Grippy is
I
the
got a
technical
bunch of
term.
them upstairs. I'll give you
Oh.
I'll give you a set.
Hell yeah.
Got 'em black,
You got
clear,
the
beige,
grippies.
the grippies.
I just get mine too small so they stay on my fucking fat
Yeah.
face.
I have a wide face too. So
I
that helps.
don't wear glasses.
Good for you.
Third
You're
grade.
lucky.
Beautiful.
Remember when I came in the day of third grade? I was like, I have to wear these all day. I was so nauseous, bro.
I didn't know I was blind until I was like 27,
Oh,
28.
really?
Yeah.
I think I handed you
And
a
I'm
pair
like-
of my glasses, and you went, "Huh."
No, I was driving at night and I was like, I don't think these fucking brake lights are supposed to be this fucking big, like blowing up. I was like, all right. you
It
get
was
this
mine
checked out.
because the teachers were like, "You're not learning." I'm like, "Huh?" Because I couldn't fucking.
Can't see the blackboard.
I was at St. Peter's. Couldn't even read the board.
I think when God gave me like the pale skin and the freckles and the red hair
Said
for
that's
everybody to
enough.
make fun of,
You
he
said
was
that's
like,
enough.
"You can have 20/20 vision." You're
You gotta
welcome."
give her something. Give her the glasses.
There's that.
My cousin Vincent. Any what the fuck moments?
Oh,
What the fuck funny moment?
Yeah.
The suit in the mud has
Oh,
got to be
yeah.
the best.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
fucking good.
I got your
That's
suit
good.
dry
For
clean for
you.
you. Surprise. He's like, motherfucker.
Hey, what was in that
and that's
pink
like
bag?
and that's like mud clay. It's
Yeah.
not just like mud.
You
That's
ain't-
like
I would actually go further to say that my what the fuck moment of that is the suit that he ends up having to wear into the thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that
color was
he
that, like
thinks he's making
chartreuse?
fun of him and he's like, you wanted me to wear a suit. I got a suit.
Right.
It's great.
Right.
It's
You
now
saw it.
in the
You
mud.
saw it.
You saw it. I did this for you.
Right.
And he's like, I'm holding you in contempt. And he's like, what the fuck else is new? Like, cool.
How relatable is it too
I'm
when
so
he
glad I bought this fucking thing.
when he wakes up in the car and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
and like immediately I was
Get
like,
off
I get
me, my
that.
back.
I don't- Yeah, dude, he's like, please, dear God,
Chucks
move.
chucks the jacket at her like, get off me.
And she's like, what's happening?
You're right.
I also would say one of the what the fuck moments is when the guard is just casually talking to them about,
Oh yeah,
the
that's where
electric
we
chair.
kill everybody.
and he's like, it
Right.
hasn't, it's
Oh, when
sometimes
when
it
the power
takes
goes low?
Yeah, he's like,
No,
sometimes it takes a couple times. I keep telling them if we just replace it, it'd save money, blah blah. And he's just casually talking to these two prisoners about this, like, no big deal.
Also, who thought, hey, what would be the way to kill people? Like a shot to the head, or we'll just electrocute them?
They're talking about bringing the firing squad back, supposedly.
In
But
Alabama,
I think it weighs on
probably.
people's consciences. But that's why they do, like, you don't
Well,
know
you'd
who
think
gets
the electric
bullet.
chair would too, honestly.
Oh,
That's what it
my
really is.
God.
I like that.
I see.
I think we should gladiate.
Yeah, but
on-
isn't that would not be the same
on.
with the person who has to do the injection?
That's what I mean. It's
Hear me out.
Yeah.
People on death row should have to be put into like crash dummy situations.
Oh, my Jesus.
Oh.
Like they're our test subjects.
Yes. You look, you're done. We're gonna kill you anyways. Would
Like,
you
is
rather
that
go
vehicle
out?
really that safe? Like, let's find out how safe
put 'em
it
in-
is.
Will this Tesla stop before it hits you? Let's find out.
Will it? Will it though? Will it though?
T-bone at 70, we got to see what really happens.
Or hey, what's the highest you could jump out of a plane without a parachute?
What is the
Sometimes people
term
need
of
to know
velocity
these
for a
things.
human
Right,
being?
right.
Risk assessors need to know these things.
Can you bounce on pavement more than you can bounce on concrete? Like we need to know.
Aim for the bushes.
Right.
Like,
Is that a real thing?
Look, the
These are
bushes.
intrusive, and we're
I
just
will-
letting them fly.
I will be putting a letter into my congressman about this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this on the books, on paper.
books.
We're gonna call up.
I'm just gonna put it in the what's it called?
Crash test dummy.
Yeah.
Can you swim across this large body of water?
Right.
Can you jump the Grand Canyon?
How many crocodiles can you fist fight before you're done?
Poor
People need to know.
crocodiles.
Right.
Can you beat a tiger if you had a sword?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
We need to know these things.
What happens if the guy wins?
See how it comes back around.
He
came
gets
back
to go
around.
in
I'm
another
telling
test.
you.
Yeah,
I
he
think
goes
it has to
again,
be
like,
leaning
I'm
the
telling
other
you,
way.
you might win.
One
but
tiger
it's not
or
going to be
two
pretty.
tigers?
You're not
Right.
actually winning.
Like,
Right.
you're actually fine. You're good to go through. Really?
You win.
You're
You win. We
Missing half his face and arm.
we push your date back a little
Yeah.
bit.
No
more.
medical. You get no
If you
medical
win,
assistance,
you
by
get
the
an
way.
extension.
Yeah, you get an extension
You get
to
a life
stay in
extension.
yourself
No.
for longer.
You just go to the next test.
Oh, you just
like
keep
Squid-
fucking going.
Squid Game.
Still
If you
getting
make
dark
real-
in
make
there.
If
real
you
Squid
make
Game.
it,
Obviously.
you just go to the next thing.
Obviously, we keep you around till you're back and healed, right? Hey, 6 months. You need 6 months after that bounce off the concrete. All right, no problem. We'll feed you.
We're
We'll do
too
what you got
comfortable
to.
with this. We're too comfortable.
You strap a fucking
could
claymore
also-
to their back and you make
Yeah.
them walk for as long as they
You
can.
could also
before
give
they
an
lay
incentive
down.
that-
Whoa!
If you stop walking, it'll go off.
How long can you walk for?
This is bad.
Look. We're really good at this, like on accident.
Do you think if you jumped in the air with a claymore strapped to your butt, but facing the other way, would it give you extra lift?
Or blow your ankles off.
Or yeah,
two guys at a grenade fight.
figure it out. One grenade. One lead.
Imagine having the grenades and then getting hit by a grenade and then just fucking move.
Look,
Like you figure out what the hell I just get hit by. Oh,
Yeah.
There it
Ting,
goes.
ting,
There it
Badminton.
goes.
right.
Grenade.
Oh.
But we don't tell them the how like long it takes for the trigger to go off, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a
Oh,
normal grenade. It's not 5 seconds or whatever it is. It's just
Think you're
slow.
cooking it, and
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
lose.
yeah.
Damn it!
and just go back and forth until hey, we need to know.
Knew I shouldn't have trusted that guy.
Yeah. You'll never know.
Holy shit!
So speaking of what the fuck moments on this show, I think that
Yeah,
was
this
probably
was it. This was one of them for sure.
But definitely something that needs to be done.
But it needs to be. I feel like if you decide to use any of these candidates, is what we'll call them,
Sure.
as that,
Candidates.
it needs to be like without reasonable doubt that those
Yes, the murderer who killed
10
17
years later,
people.
he's like, oh, he didn't do it. Oh.
But that's what, because you've seen, I mean,
But we learned a
That's-
brain can sustain this damage. No, sorry.
that is, I think,
imagine there's a room of people and they all just read it at the same time, like,
Oh.
because isn't that
we're gonna scrub that name.
Isn't that one of the
Whoopsies.
reasons that some states, one of the arguments against death row is like
sure it
the
is.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
in case, that little bit of just
Yep.
in case that they didn't do it.
Sounds right.
So that's all I'm saying is it'd have to be one of those ones where it's like
so if you could pick,
y'all caught
Closed
him,
case.
you caught him shoot somebody, like
We're just going to throw this paper away.
Right next to the printer is the shredder.
and then we're gonna light that shredder on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of fire. The fun facts of the fucking week.
How fast do you think you could throw a grenade and another person catch it without it blowing up?
Well, it depends if they cook it or not.
Well, some of them are timed, some of them are springed.
You haven't seen Saving Private Ryan? That happens like 3 times in that movie.
I know,
He
but how
grabs it and
fast?
just chucks it
throws
back.
it, yeah.
What's how fast the grenade have to be going? Like if I just went, and you went, you're
Like
probably
hot
fine.
potato.
It probably depends on
10 feet
the
out, if I
grenade.
went, Nyat! And even if I just chucked it really
See-
hard, it'd
see?
probably blow up my fucking hand.
These are the things we need these people for.
God
because
damn
how do we
it.
know?
Right.
I mean,
Obviously,
you'd hope that the people that are creating them maybe know those things, but like
but maybe they need the testing.
All
to
I know is you
figure
just
it out.
gotta throw it back. You gotta take your chance.
Yeah, you don't just go,
Hot potato.
I do feel
Drop
like
the pin, throw the grenade.
I do feel
Drop the
like
pin,
yeah,
throw the
Grenade.
I do feel like to test it.
Oh, Pauly Shore in the army now.
Yeah. He drops
I do
everything.
feel
water
like
guy.
throws
to
it in.
test
The
a
water
grenade, I feel like you
boys.
don't actually need a person. You could just throw it and see how long it takes.
Not in this scenario.
No, you're getting too
I just don't
scientific
agree
on
with the
us.
grenade one. I agree with a lot of the other test things we came up with. I don't think the grenade needs testing. Think they're clear on that. No?
But if you hold it in the hand, there might be a little bit difference of like weight ratio
I don't think so.
of catching
I don't
it.
think
They were
to throw
designed.
it.
They're designed like baseballs
I don't
because
think that's
every
how it works.
American boy knows how to throw a baseball.
He's not wrong. Why do you
That's
think the
the
Germans one
truth.
were designed that way then?
I don't know. Theirs were like long.
Right. It had a handle.
Yeah, but I feel like you could throw that further. I don't know. Maybe not.
These are the things we need to know. When Vinny is trying to explain his real name to Judge Haler, he knocks over the judge's chessboard. This was an accidental. That doesn't make sense. This was accidental, but director Jonathan Lynn, look, I can't read.
These are
Words.
woods.
But
He's
director
wording it hard.
Jonathan Lynn thought it was so funny and authentic, he decided to leave it in the film anyway.
That's awesome.
Wow, I just commented on that.
I wanted to say something, but I was like, I'm going to leave it.
Wow, so that was an accident.
But it works,
Yeah.
right?
Every time I've watched
I thought it
this
was on
movie,
purpose,
I've wondered
as a
if it-
distraction.
Yeah.
every time I've watched a movie, I've wondered if it was either an accident and they kept it in, or if it was on purpose,
Accidentally
but
on
was
purpose.
it for a distraction, or was it
Right.
on purpose just to show that he's like
Because that's like, ooh,
fumbling?
he does like, ooh, I'm sorry. Like he does like,
yeah.
And then they just keep going.
Mhm.
Although good on them that they just kept going instead of being like, fuck,
Ah,
I just
shit,
like
I hit the
stopped.
thing.
Yeah.
definitely made the movie better.
Can we get a reset?
yeah.
The director actually has a law degree and insisted the film's legal proceedings be realistic. In fact, many attorneys and law professors have praised the film for its accurate depiction of trial strategy and courtroom procedure, especially with regards to presenting expert witnesses at trial. In fact, the film has been screened at some law schools to illustrate
I'll clap for
courtroom procedures.
A lot of words in that.
There's
Sorry,
a lot
I'm
of
trying.
words.
Oh, you were clapping for Steve.
Yeah.
I thought you were clapping
He's
that
my
they,
best
like,
friend
they
for a
did
reason.
a good job on the law part.
Thanks, Will.
That's what I thought you
Yeah.
were clapping. That's why I was like, okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, law.
Good job, guys.
I watch this movie for the law.
For the law.
I am the law. I am the law.
I am the law.
All right, I'm going to try to get through this one, too. When the judge warns Vinny that he'd better show up in court with a full knowledge of Alabama law, he's setting Vinny up an impossible task. Alabama has the longest constitution of any state in the country, clocking in at more than 300,000 words. The U.S. Constitution is only a bit more than 4,000 words.
Hot damn.
So, right there, that judge is out to get him from the beginning. You can tell, too, he's being so warm and comforting to him in that first scene.
Sure.
And then
As
he's,
soon as he like talks to him, he's
Yeah.
like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
well, he's from out of town.
Out of
He's not,
town.
he's not from he's not
Well, maybe you do that
Alabama.
to everybody. You don't know that.
He
Maybe.
was pretty cordial with the other people.
Maybe a little bit.
He
But he also
accepted.
seems like a stern is my court.
Yeah, but he also accepted that guy into being a witness with all this like extra stuff without ever telling
probably
them
right.
or whatever. So he's like, yeah,
A little,
too fucking bad.
maybe a little bit of disposition.
Overruled.
Yeah.
Erroneous.
What?
Well, that's on all accounts.
A sequel.
You guys
was
want to throw some miles my way?
God damn it. A sequel was discussed where Vinny Gambini would be practicing in Britain. Right.
Filming something?
Unfortunately, Marissa Tomei dropped out of the project, and subsequent attempts with another screenwriter to create a suitable story without her went nowhere, to the point where the proposed film was canceled. However, in 2017, mystery writer Lawrence Kelter began a sequel novel called Back to Brooklyn, which has the further cases of Vincent Gambini as an attorney, with Mona Lisa Vito serving as his investigator. This was intended as the first of a My Cousin Vinny novel series, which is intended to be essentially a modern working-class Italian-American version of The Thin Man.
Kind of cool. Could be
I
good.
would, I would watch that actually.
Could be good.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like kind of like a what's it called?
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, kind of like a Holmes Watson type of thing.
But yeah, they'd be saying fuck every other word and yelling at each other. Yeah,
And
I'm
then
here for it.
married.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of it earlier. Maybe because I've been on Lord of the Rings kick.
Oh, Jesus.
But him as Frodo, I was
Yeah.
just thinking that while driving. I was like, this has been great.
If it was made in the 90s, shit, even before that, yeah, him as Frodo they wouldn't have to
Schlap.
even do like any
would-
CGI. He's just as short.
I don't know why I was thinking about that while I was driving, but I was.
I'm gonna add one more fun fact.
Do
I told you the story. So when I lived in Ocean City, my ex left me when I was there, and she took everything except a DVD player and a TV. Right. Well, the DVD player was broken, and My Cousin Vinny was in it,
Oh, shit.
and I couldn't afford cable at the time.
Just
So
So
I
trauma.
watched My Cousin Vinny every day for 3 months,
Oh.
multiple times a day, because I had
'Cause
no.
you
I
just
would
had it-
just
you just
I would
had it
just
running.
play.
Did you watch it for this? No.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
absolutely.
did?
I still watch it.
I
And I
didn't
watched it
even watch
last
it.
week because it was on AMC. Like I just happened to be scrolling and I was
I
like,
still
fuck yeah.
watched it.
I did watch it a few months back. It had come on.
Yeah.
This is on. If I see it like and out of convenience, I'll say, yeah, fuck, let's watch
Dude,
it.
I would wake up to the DVD menu. I'd be like, oh, and just be panicked like I was in, like,
That's how
I
I
got
was
to
with
turn the
Lost
TV
World,
off. Like,
Jurassic
oh.
Park. That it was set in my parents. I had a VHS copy, and it was like the combo TV VHS player, and that would sit in there, but it would just sit there forever. Like,
Don't
go into
the long grass.
when I was living at my parents' house, I had a TV in my room, and I'm one of those people where like
did it automatically rewind and then start again? Because that's what mine did.
damn, that's dope. Mine
was
did
the
not do
weirdest
that.
shit.
I had the race car rewinder, you know, you're like,
Put it in and
Well,
go.
let me finish. It was a DVD player,
Okay,
so it did not rewind.
She got a little
makes sense.
mad at you there.
It was
Snappy.
directed towards you.
Actually, it was the dual. It was
Butthole.
one of those duals that had like VHS on one side.
This will
and
last you for
Okay,
like
rich
6
But-
months.
when I'm living, but when I was
Bougie.
living there, like I would just put something on. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
needed it to be on.
And when you're done,
while
you
I
just
was
hit
sleeping.
the other button and it went to
And if
disc.
if I woke up in the middle of the night, I would again I would just hit play again and have it go with like. But when I would do that, I was not putting a different movie in every night because it was just there for.
No, I
for
got it. Yeah,
noise.
yeah.
And for a long
noise.
time, American Pie 2
Sure.
was the one that was in there. But for an even longer time, American Wedding. I don't know why.
a good
It just
one,
was in
too.
there and I just kept like
They hold up.
restarting it. And
I love them.
for a long time,
But dude, for the time they came out, it's right on.
for a
Oh,
long
yeah,
time,
trust me, that's
I
my comedy.
forgot that this song existed. But the song that plays during like the menu of American Wedding is that one where it's like, she only comes when
Yeah, yeah.
she's on top.
Yep.
And I hadn't thought about that song probably since then because it was one of those, because it's a menu. It's not like it's playing the whole song.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
playing the same
yeah,
part over and over
30
again.
seconds of it.
And then I was seeing my friend's band play like a few months ago and they had just added to the set list. And I was like, oh, whoa. I was like, ah.
Wasn't ready for that.
I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm like having like flashbacks now to that movie.
Final decision time. Out of 10, would we recommend this, skip it, or is this a must watch? We're going Tara first since she picked it.
I mean, it's a must watch for sure.
Okay.
And I will give it an 8.
8.
Mhm.
Thought it was going to be higher, but okay, an 8.
Is 8 not high enough?
No, I didn't.
That's good for
Yeah,
comedy.
that's good. Yeah,
Fucking
no, it's good.
Schmint.
Yeah. Any other comments on that? You
No.
just want just 8.
I like the movie.
Short and sweet.
I wouldn't know that.
I like that movie.
I also had this picked for my pick for a while now because it kept like, you know, with us like having to be out, like the sickness, and then Wally being gone.
Wow.
Was this the one I was waiting for?
And
Like, this was the one? Yeah,
and
that's a good pick.
we kept having to like kind of move things around and swap things. My pick was supposed to be like 2 weeks ago.
I've been waiting 3 months for this.
And
Oh my God.
Yeah, she told me.
It was not 3 months
It was.
because
She's
I've
like, I
had
got a good
picks
one.
since then. But after my
Well, Josh,
last
all
pick,
mine are good picks. So
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure after my last pick, I already decided this was going to be my pick. So it has been like 6 weeks.
Sure,
I think,
sure.
since, like,
yeah, you're right.
I
Everybody's
decided.
been sick, and yeah. Cool. Well, anybody else wants to take it?
I'm gonna give this a 7.5.
7.5. All right.
Feels low, but I'm okay with it.
I haven't went high with comedies. There's been like maybe 1 or 2 that are high comedies. This is fucking great. This is a great
Such a
comedy
good
movie. This is a feel good kind of movie for me, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it comes on, even more than like maybe my favorite comedy, which is weird. It just feels good to watch.
Yeah, there's no
nostalgia.
there's no downside to this movie.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh.
I'm like, oh, like an old friend, come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all quotable.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna give you some popcorn, maybe some.
I was
some
gonna
pickles.
vacuum.
Can we give the
Not
Dune,
now.
the Dune popcorn
We
bucket?
can sit here and watch this for a little while and have a good evening. Go to bed, happy and content.
I mean, it is one where like if there's not
That Mona
there's not
Lisa
something
veto.
that like I already have in mind to watch, so I'm just kind of scrolling through like the streaming things. If that comes up, it's one of the ones where I'm like, you know what? Yeah,
Just commit,
I'm not
yeah.
in the mood for anything specific. So like, yeah, that's good. I'll put it on.
Okay.
I've been doing that a lot lately in the Plex. Just commit.
Yeah.
If I see it and I go, I want to watch that, I just commit.
Just do it instead of if you scroll
Yeah.
past, you'll just get lost again, and you just like
No problems later.
keep looking.
I'm doing good. Sometimes at night I can't connect, but I know you do the updating.
It might be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad because you're probably watching it
Awake at night.
when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're downloading, I'm
Yeah.
uploading.
Yeah.
or the other way. I don't know.
Steve's
Yeah.
in there. He's 4K,
So-
Skinamax.
Well, it's because like it's like I think he sees that before. Like he creeps on like what you watch. He's like, oh, was it good? Or he'll be like,
it
he's
was-
like, you
it
had the
was
lower
good.
quality. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Because he'll see after the
Like
drop from like
customer
4K or like 10 minutes.
Customer support is like customer support.
I'm just
You're
trying
in
to
the
make
middle of
my
watching
guys
and you're
happy.
like, you get
Yeah.
imagine that from like Netflix or something. like it,
How's it going? Did you like it?
Yeah, instead of the every 3 episodes,
Oh
are
my
you
God.
still watching?
Yeah.
Like,
No, you get a personalized text from me going,
Yeah.
"How was Blades of Glory?" I see you're 1 hour 23 minutes in. That quality could bump up a bit. What's wrong? Oh, you're watching it on an iPad. It don't matter.
no, I need more. I need like someone to be watching what I'm watching and then be like, your laundry's probably done. You could take a minute.
You could
Go put it away.
There's probably an app for that where it's like reminding you of the things
Could
you
you
need to do,
imagine? No
You mean like the
way.
reminder?
but not a
Part of your
reminder.
phone.
Like it's like a phone call system. Like, hey,
Have you put your laundry away today?
what are you doing right now? Get off your ass.
Did
I
you
wouldn't
cut the
answer.
grass today?
I won't answer. Just a voicemail full of.
My cousin Vinny's on, you fucking
Did you
asshole.
take that meat out of the fridge or out of the freezer to defrost for dinner?
I did not.
Did you remember?
So, anyways, yeah. What are you going?
I'm up there. I'm gonna go 9.
9.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Obviously, I've
That's a big
trauma
boy
bonded
one.
with this movie.
Trauma bonded. That
like
should be
most
a
things
t-shirt.
in my
Part.
life.
It's part of you now.
Yeah.
Dude, that should be a fucking t-shirt.
Trauma bonded.
Trauma
Also,
bonded.
though, I feel that that's a big like the fact that he's seen it that many times and
still watch it.
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? That's a
But
big,
it explains my unga bunga
that's
brain
what's
too.
in
right?
Oh my god, why am I blanking? Testimony? That's a bit or testament
Testament.
Yeah, that's
to
what I
the
mean. Like,
movie
there's
that he
no,
still like loves
there's
it
not,
that
it's
much.
not, there's not a single boring part. Like literally, as soon as they roll in a tire, you're like, mud in the
quick.
tire, like
Yeah,
right
yeah.
away. You're just like,
Quick.
you're just right in. Like they're arguing about a penny. He's like, what brand is? Like everything is just, it's very relatable.
And you're right, like right from the start, even when they're like in the store arguing about the different
He's like, I
brands
don't
and stuff.
know this brand. He's like, yeah, we're in Alabama.
And he's like, I don't care. I'm paying the extra $1 for the other one. Like,
It's-
even
it's-
something was so they didn't need to do that.
Yeah, and then just I just love the simplicity
There you go.
of March
Simplicity.
'92.
I thought you
Simplicity.
March
Slim
92.
biscuit. That's what I thought you were saying. Slim biscuit.
Like that slim biscuit.
Slimpicity.
It's words are hard today on this side of the table. Apparently,
Booga booga.
Booga booga.
I like
you're
it.
welcome. Feel free to use that anytime because you're gonna try to explain something. You'll never mind. Unga bunga.
My brain
And that
don't
was
work.
when we fell out of love. So be careful.
Booga booga.
Some more trauma. Some more trauma over here. All right. I am going to give this a 7.5. I have to admit something, though. This is the first time I've seen this.
Wow.
What?
I thought I've seen this movie. And then it started rolling. I went, Ralph Macchio.
That's how he knew he didn't see it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't remember
The
Ralph
fuck?
Macchio. And then I was like, in my brain, this movie has always been not a courtroom drama, but like he's a gangster because it's fucking Joe Pesci and like Goodfellas or whatever. And I was like, I swear I saw this. Nope.
Just
So-
slip through the cracks, man.
Just slipped through the
I
cracks.
love that.
I would love the feeling of watching this for the first time again.
Yeah.
But I can tell, like, I don't know if you're all the way bought in.
I mean, 7.5, I feel like is kind of good for Steve, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty high score for me with
Yeah.
this type of movie. So let me continue my thoughts, and I'll bring you back down to
Spiel.
reality here.
Spiel.
Again,
We're on. They're off today,
I know,
but we're
I know.
on. Like-
You're right.
Locked in.
This is better than I thought it would be, but nothing that makes me want to kind of see it ever again. I get that there's some good quotes here. I get that there's some. Yeah, hold on. Let me explain.
That's the
I
most
get
sad thing. He went, hold on. He went,
I get that there's some really good jokes, lines, quotes, whatever. But the thing that was hanging me on to watching the movie was him figuring out the case. And then once he
Yeah.
figured the case out, I was like, well, she figured it out, but he figured it out also. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But now the allure of the movie's kind of gone for me. You know what I mean? So there's nothing. I know that. But now that I know that, I'm not going to go, well, I'm going to watch this again because I already know what the whole thing
But
that
you know,
brought me
that's
in was.
any movie you've seen before, you know how it ends, right?
I'm not saying
no.
that. I'm saying
She
that.
just lured you, dude. Just so you know.
I've just accepted it. I've accepted it. I've accepted that he's
Accepted
not
it.
going to watch it again. I've accepted that he wasn't super impressed by this movie.
Hold on. I gave it a
Like,
7.5.
I accept this, Steve.
I gave it a 7.5. I'm not saying this is a bad movie. It's not a bad movie at all. I was entertained completely throughout. I'm just saying that what kept me going with it, not that I don't like Joe Pesci or Marissa Tomei, Ralph Macchio, but
I really have to stop you and say that I truly appreciate that you're saying his name like Barney
you.
Stinson does when he's.
Right.
I don't know.
because there's only one Karate Kid, and that's William Zabka.
William
Let's
Zabka.
be real. Anyways, so
You didn't really get everything on the list.
He was
That's not the Karate Kid.
wiping his face.
maybe he had a tough life.
Maybe. So Joe Pesci always knocks it out of the park, but Marissa Tomei absolutely steals the show here. And one also thing here, fuck Alabama.
Nice.
Oh.
Good
Don't
old
roll tide.
politically
Don't
generated.
roll
Don't roll tide.
No, because if think about it though. Think about it though. If you in today's age, I mean, this could still happen, right? You go into rural. We'll get back to that. Alabama, and something happens with two New Yorkers, they're going to stick the book at them, right? Because hey, you guys are coming into our
I don't
True.
think
Neck of the
it's-
woods.
I don't think it's as much like that as you think anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
I've been to Alabama more recently than you guys have.
You go to
I'll
the
tell you what, boy.
Carolinas and stuff like that, where you think stuff like that is like full fledged. And I'm sure it is in places, but it's not as bad as back in the day. You talked to people couldn't even drive through
Oh,
places
yeah,
like
you're
that.
right,
You
you're
would
right.
even you would
Yeah.
go around,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's as much
Get
the
outta
case
here,
anymore.
I'm
boy.
also just going to casually
There is
mention, though,
progress.
that lately some of their laws,
Oh,
some
yeah.
of those places' laws.
This
have
is what
changed.
they're
This
going
is where
backwards.
I think both
yeah.
you guys are
'Cause
in the same spot with it.
We
maybe-
could drive over the state with a baby that's in a test
There it is.
tube, and if we get in an accident, we could be charged with homicide.
Why would you have a baby in a test tube?
It's awfully small.
Yeah,
Because in
Premature?
Alabama,
I know
Well, it wouldn't
exactly.
That is
be,
a
it wouldn't
child.
be a
I
baby
know.
yet. It would be a.
I'm going with Alabama terms here. Baby in a tube.
Let's not get political with it.
We're
Let's
not.
not. You
that's
about
just
to.
that's science, not
Use
politics.
Yeah,
about
thank
to
you.
now.
Use about.
Use a bait. You guys
Anyways,
about
I will
to.
say this is a recommend for me. So that's big.
Mhm.
Sure.
This
just,
movie is
just
very.
not rewatch. It's not a rewatch.
I don't think I would reach to watch it again. But if it ever came across and, like you said,
It was on, yeah.
maybe I might watch
No,
it. Right.
I didn't have something else in
Right,
mind.
right.
Why not?
I'm not saying I would ever, never
Fuck
again.
that.
Right. But it's just not something I'm going to reach to watch again. So
Like, you know when Bill Murray gets shot in the chest in Zombieland?
that's how you
That's
feel
how you
right
feel.
now.
He goes, no.
Do you
He's like,
regret
"Are you think
anything?
you're going to pull through Bill? And he just,
No.
No, looks right at him.
he's like, oh, that's,
Awesome.
he goes, that's tender. That's how I feel right now.
Do you regret anything? Garfield, maybe.
He's like,
Be it brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
It's good. It's good.
all
right.
I even love that they bring that up in the second one. I almost murrayed you, and they're like, "Oh wait, what? What does that? What does that mean?" And she's like, apparently, some idiot like
Right.
accidentally shot.
Who
Bill
does he
Murray.
see? He's like, oh, I just saw Van Halen. I just played 9.
Yeah.
Walked right on.
Dude, it's so good. I love Bill Murray. Speaking of Walter, next
Yes.
week it's your pick.
Can I get a company vote on this? Like if I said the
I feel
four
like
that I
you've
have
done
in
this
mind.
yeah,
before.
four?
I have.
God, you've at least given us
fine.
just 2.
That's
Oh,
My
we need.
word.
I need a detour, right?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So I got a hobo with a shotgun.
Okay.
Man,
Okay.
I
Death,
almost watched that the other day on the
Death
Plex.
Clock, the first one.
Death Clock.
Death Clock.
Not
If you
familiar.
haven't watched that one, you're about to have your mind blown. And then I also had Punisher and Escape from
L.A.
L.A.
Which Punisher?
The
Thomas Jane.
90 something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2006.
Man, I almost watched Escape from LA. I've seen it on the Plex. I want
Yeah,
to watch
definitely not
that.
the 91. Never mind. Yeah, 2000 whatever.
You know
I
my
vote-
pick.
I
You
vote-
know my pick.
Escape for LA.
I'm going Punisher. But
I kind of want to do hobo with a shotgun.
Okay, do that too. That was my
yeah,
second. pick.
it's
Let's
also
do
your,
hobo with a shotgun.
All 3 of you picked something different just then.
I know it didn't really work
but
out.
it's
so
also
well.
his. What would you pick? I've
You-
never
you
seen
could
any
bring-
one
you
of
could-
those
None of
movies.
those. I'm not picking any of them.
I dare
I'm
pick,
sick
pick,
that
pick
week.
one of them strictly by
boys,
name.
boys.
By name?
Pick one strictly by name. Yeah.
Say them again. I've already forgotten.
Hobo
Just
with
say
a
hobo with a
shotgun, Death Clock, Punisher, and Escape from LA.
By name, I would probably pick.
What one sounds more alluring? Hobo with a shotgun does.
Alluring.
No,
Death
just
Clock
do-
sounds.
Oh,
Death Clock
Wow,
sounds
that's all
more
4 different.
alluring, but if I'm just picking by name, I feel like shotgun.
Let's do
Hobo
hobo
with
with a
a
shotgun. Hobo
Also,
with a
that movie
shotgun.
is made from a trailer from a movie we did before.
Yeah, you're
You're gonna
getting
love
me
it.
really excited about it.
It's gonna be top 5 for Tara.
Dude, I'm so stoked.
It's actually.
What was her face the whole time during Death Proof? Just me and you fanboying. And she just,
It's fucking sick.
you made me watch this movie.
On what?
This movie.
Death Proof.
You made me watch 2 movies.
Oh yeah, my double feature. You were thrilled
Oh,
for
the
that week.
double feature. Yeah.
She already wiped it from her memory.
That's it.
Yeah. When you said Death Proof, it completely.
Yep, didn't
I
even
had
register.
no idea what you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, that would have got me. I know
So
what that is.
the trailers for Grindhouse.
Yeah, that's what
Hobo
I
with a
figured you were
Shotgun,
talking about.
yeah.
Could not remember the name of it, but that's what I figured you were talking about.
It's better than
I'm
you think it
stoked.
will be.
Okay.
It's better than the name suggests. It's a hobo with a shotgun.
It sounds like a comedy. So,
It kind of is,
yeah,
depending
kind
on how you are, who you are.
Yeah.
so for me, it'll probably be a comedy. 'Cause
If
it'll-
you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
in-
yeah. Oh, 100%.
If you go in, yeah.
100%.
If you 100% go in like this is a comedy, you're gonna be in for a
because
great
I feel
time.
like I'm going to be sitting there and I'm just going to be. Is it one of those ones like we were talking about where I shouldn't watch it by myself?
Probably not. Watch it with your
Because remember
you
we
can watch
talked
it in
we
good
talked
company
about
if you
this
want, but-
recently
Or
where
to,
you
get
were
a
like,
laugh or whatever.
what,
Yeah,
what was
just,
the movie?
just text us while you're watching.
I don't remember what it was.
last week.
Was it just that one?
Yeah.
Because you were like, I feel like you should have watched it with us instead.
Just pretend like
Oh,
you're
you didn't
watching.
think it
Just
was that
text
great?
us while you're
She
doing
didn't
I
it.
don't like
like-
the Austin Powers movies.
See, that's the dagger to me.
Jesus fuck.
That's not my.
Yeah.
want to learn to do that
I've
for
learned
every time.
so much.
Wally dissected.
This one's like, no, you got me like with Marcus Aurelius. Get this fucking out of here. Fucking, you came in before the fight started.
Wally
I don't really
like
like Austin Powers.
dissected my comedy like
Like, why doesn't she?
preferences last week. and
Anytime you
it's
guys
just-
pick something kind of wild, like I'm like, why don't you? Why do you feel the way you feel?
it's. I think what we got to is that I just don't like the ones that are just inherently dumb.
I get it,
Like,
but
they
you're
just
wrong.
look
over
like
the
so
top.
dumb.
Thank
Too
you.
over the top.
I love dumb.
I get it, but
I
you're
love
wrong.
dumb.
Get it, but you're wrong.
Well, because we
It's
even
okay
we
to have
even
your
went
opinion.
into
but you're
we
wrong.
even went
But
into
you're wrong.
maybe you just
But
don't
you're wrong
like
and I hate you.
maybe you just don't like Myers. Maybe you just don't like him. So then we had to dive into well, no, because there are some actors where I also think that movie is dumb, but I love their other movies.
Yeah.
We do not gnaw on our kitties.
All right, hobo. Hobo with a shotgun. I'm
Hobo with a
excited.
shotgun.
I'm excited.
How about when the doors close, just say go. That's my favorite part of that movie. She's counting down from like 30. He's like, start at like 10. 10. How about when the doors close? Just say go.
Just
Oh,
say
when
no.
he's in the one in space, he's in the suit, the
Yeah.
plastic suit, and he just
It's so good. How is it not funny?
the fuck
Thank you.
down 3.
Thank you.
Fucking-
All of them.
The
Got your mojo
mini-me-
now, Sonny
mini-me
Jim.
fight. It's the space suit.
Just out the.
He chucks him into that pole. Dunk. Done.
He bites his dick.
And he rips it up.
Oh, friends! Wait a dick. He kicks him so hard into the mini fridge. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, he goes flying
Oh,
backwards.
Fuck. I was sad. I
I'm
was
so
sick.
glad you're
Let me
back
tell
and
you.
we're discussing it again.
Yep. How much?
God.
What would you give that out of 10?
Oh man,
Eight
it's
point
up
five?
there. Yeah, probably 8.5.
My man.
Yeah, it's good shit.
That's good shit, pal.
That's good shit.
All right, speaking of good shit, next week, Hobo with a Shotgun. It's going to be great. Thanks, everybody, for listening, watching on the YouTube. Subscribe, do what you want. Check us out on those socials, at The Decision Reel, wherever you get your shit. That's it from me.
Wherever you get your Shatner.
Bye. It's a good sign-off.